There we go. Recording now.
Excellent.
Excellent.
So yeah, so I'm it might look like I'm stationary on the screen, but I am literally driving.
Yeah, yeah. And a voice is all I need.
Yeah, and I
My
will
head wobbles a little bit.
after this order I will proceed home.
I mean, I could always just load a video and then have webcam play the video, just animate the head. I mean, it's cheating.
No, you're right. No, we don't. Oh, geez, am I at a bus stop? Bus sign. Don't fuck with buses.
But yes, been some
Fuck it. I'll
interesting
fuck with the bus.
news things. Apparently, Disney's not doing well.
Oh, Disney.
Star Wars debacle.
Oh, what happened with Star Wars? I heard that they needed to sell ESPN and that because everyone's just like, yeah, fuck that, and I'm just gonna go watch it on Reddit and
Yeah.
where are we going to? And of course the Fran from the nanny has like called to arms and
Yep. Lashed out.
and there's no
And
more
writer's strike still going.
so there's no production being done.
He steps up to the plate.
Number 5.
Number 5 does. Number 5 alive. I write you a script.
3, 4.
Probably the equivalent of a 15 or 16-year-old.
5.
Nose with a 500 IQ.
500. Hey. Oh. Let me pick that up for you.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. You too.
You like that one?
500 IQ.
It's off the scale. He's already figured out how to, cross parallel dimensions without any mechanical or spatial interference. Steps through little slits in time and space. Comes out wherever he wants.
Oh, that's my daily. I've got food, some drink.
I'm on the peach ice at the
Peach ice.
quite refreshing.
Oh, like
Reminds
iced
me.
tea.
No, the peach ice flavor for the vaping.
Oh. See, I mean, peach ice now just comes in so many varieties. You've got like vape.
Drinks.
It could have been like I wonder if it was an alcoholic
Ice
beverage,
cream.
maybe, or could be ice cream.
Yeah,
Could be
ice cream. That's it.
Could be fucking who knows? Like could be a tea, Lipton's type thing. How does Peach feel about that? Why is it ice too? Like, why is peach ice always a thing? Like, it makes me think of like.
I think the ice being the frosty
King.
sensation of after effect of taking the vape, like a cool mint.
Cool peach mint ice. Cool
ice
peach.
Mint.
Well,
Ice peaches.
I mean, I think that they require a cold environment, so maybe there's like a relationship there. I mean, I'm thinking of like the Monkey King, equal to heaven, and just smashing all the peaches.
Isn't smashing down all the 10,000 and 5,000-year-old peaches.
That's it. Just
What
it
a
becomes
wretch.
immortal.
What a wretch.
Well, they're there.
Forever a problem at the hierarchy.
It's like it's actually one of the funniest parts of Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint.
Yeah.
Which is this Korean light novel is not the appropriate terminology. The thing is fucking massive. It's the biggest book I've ever seen. But yeah, in
His
one of
take
the
on the monkey's exploits in the garden.
well, no, well, Monkey is a great say equal to heaven. He's like an observer, like and like is there. But then the actual story ends up being one of the scenarios they have to play out, and it's like anyway, it's describing a scene from a book is somewhat
Yeah,
meaningless.
yeah.
But so basically, there's like imagine like so Mystery Reader's viewpoint is it's like a like basically the universe is a TV show,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
cultures
Well,
get put through
isn't it?
like scenario.
Isn't it
It
now?
is, it
You
is,
know,
yeah,
it
yeah.
has
Basically,
become.
it's just talking
Yeah,
about how things are,
yeah.
and so and so the various scenarios that play out are for the entertainment of the viewer,
Mm,
and constellations, gods, and things, and whatever.
yep,
Like
yep. That's it.
you could just tune in anywhere, and so particularly for the Monkey King story, the journey to the west, rather.
Mm, mm.
Then there's all these teams,
The
like all
hunt
these
for
teams,
the
like
hunt for the scripture.
that. All these teams kind of like do iterations of it. So everyone's doing like this hundreds, thousands of teams, like
Yeah,
all trying to play it out. And some trying to do it really traditionally to the book, like some trying to do the thing,
yeah.
and you've got to try and like amuse, of
Mm,
course.
yeah, yeah,
And the monkey, the great sage is actually watching. Is one of the main
mm.
judges, and
Yeah,
is
of
just
course.
fucking bored as. Has
Yeah,
been literally doing this for thousands of years,
yeah, yeah.
just
And
bored
he
shitless.
just wants it mixed up a bit.
Yeah,
Something
mixed
something
up
we're
a bit.
gonna. Yeah.
And so this team decides that what they're going to do is like their version of it is like the main character team is like, oh yeah, well, Monkey is like retired,
Mm,
is just kicking back in retirement on the train trip to to the to the scriptures. And
mm.
it's like so, and the MC main character actually ends up being the monkey character. They don't know that it's him. There's this whole. So I don't want to go into all of the details, but anyway.
Yeah, yeah,
And so he's like looks like a monkey sort of simulant, and he actually just has to lie down and do nothing. And like when the battles are happening, he just has to sort of like kick back on a couch and just watch. and,
yeah, yeah,
and then of course Monkey, like the great sage, is actually just loving this. It's just like, hey, hang on, I don't have to do any fighting, nothing.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Sit back
yeah, it's
and bang down
the
bang
brewskis.
the brewskis
Break
and
down the peach
enjoy
ice.
enjoy the
Peach
peach
ice.
ice, man.
That's it. Let's get some. Get his little vape unit out. Crack
Yeah.
a couple. Yeah.
Happy to sit it out.
Yeah.
No battling required. Whatever
Yeah.
whatsoever.
Fucking done that shit for thousands of
Yeah,
years. It's just got old, old.
yeah. I kind of just sit back and just enjoy.
That's it.
Watch it happen
Hmm.
on the Hevo Vision.
Hevo vision.
Hevo Vision, the Apple iPro 10,000.
Ah,
You know what
I
I mean?
have Pro 10,000. Yeah, look, yeah, I ain't got one of those, but yet, but I look forward to it. It's like
Dude, just contact lenses. It's got like multiple reality vision.
just drive back 7 kilometers for $8 and take 20 minutes of your life to drive back and all the way from where you just came from, and you're clearly going the complete opposite direction.
Yep.
Special routing failures. Uber and the special routing failures.
Should document it.
They don't give a fuck. I think
Yeah.
it's intentional.
Yeah.
I think everything that happens in that app is intentional. Like like it's just by design to
To
befuddle and
frustrate,
confuse.
to frustrate,
Yeah,
befuddle
yeah,
and
and
confuse,
mm,
harvesting all that delicious loosh off you, your anger
yeah. Well,
through the phone.
well, it just keeps you kind of like,
On your toes, whether or not
yeah,
you're
it does.
paying attention or not.
Hmm,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, the other funny thing was the TikTok. There's a new game thing. I saw
No.
some people playing it, but it's like
Is it?
people
Yeah.
drop fruit and different things like crowns and hearts, and you've got to do like the reaction to it when it's dropped. And it's almost like you're playing an AI game, like an AI training game.
Oh, like how a human would respond to that object.
Yeah, well, someone drops a piece of fruit. Say the fruit's worth $2 or $1. So they make this particular pattern for that piece of fruit when it lands.
Like, how does it? How do they drop it? Like, I'm on the screen and I'm
Well,
holding a piece of
I
fruit,
send you a
and it drops
dollar.
it.
I send you a dollar. It makes a piece of fruit appear on the screen. The other person on the other end goes, apple. Thank you very much, and then does a little almost like an animation, like an AI would.
The human does.
Yes.
Ah.
And the more they do it, the more people drop the money, and the more they do it, and the more they drop money, and they got to sort of do the
Oh,
pattern.
oh, so this is like a way of like them getting paid? Like, is this sort of like is it
Yeah,
actual
they're
money
getting
or is it?
paid for it,
Okay, so they're getting paid to
but
eat pretend
they're
fruit.
getting paid to pretend that they're a game.
Oh, I see. So people are dropping like you might like say, and then you're the
Like say, for
like
instance, I put $100 into it. I get the little crown pops up. Crown goes on the person's head, and it maps to their head, and they go, "I got a crown," and then they do a little, you know, a crown. I'm a queen. I'm a queen. I've got a crown. You know what I mean? And they repeat that every time that they get that same thing.
oh, I'm a queen. Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
That would get dull really fast, wouldn't it?
Well, you'd think so, but it like it ticks a lot of money over because people try to get you to bow, and you got to sort of got to follow the pattern of the drop. So it's almost like what's the game where you used to step dance, um, and you tap on the little buttons to or dance on the little buttons to you know in time, or even the music ones where you've got the guitar and you've got to follow the patterns.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think
And
it's
so it
like
costs.
that.
So it keeps so the players they have it. They spend a dollar to sort of drop the thing,
Yeah.
and
And
and then
then
the
get
and then
the
the
person
TikToker.
has to
The,
do the little action.
but you can do any action you want, can't you?
I guess. I don't know.
You
I
could
haven't
say,
seen.
"Fuck, I hate apples."
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking, you hitting me with another apple? You can't.
Mm-mm.
Could you do that? Could you just
I
do that?
don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen enough of it to see what it's all about. How'd you survive the uh skibbity toilet?
Well, yeah, I've spoke to like a look. I spoke to someone about it. I spoke to a 14-year-old about it.
Mm.
We had a good conversation. There was like very interesting opinions, and uh, and I kind of gave them warnings. They actually hadn't seen it. They'd seen so almost nothing. They were only aware of it and had been talking about it only recently.
Mm.
But like they were describing like people who they knew like their younger siblings, like you know, just being like skibbity 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 skibbity, like and they're just like singing a thing. Just walking around the house, like just they said like they're just fucking. They're like it's a brain like it's a mind virus. Like there's
Mm,
actually, I suspect that it's a Russian. I reckon it's like, and I'm just saying Russian, maybe because it was the initial music
mm.
and things, but like it's actually that's either literally the first snow crash style mental mind virus that's actually
Yeah,
infecting people, like
yeah. Well,
or
that's what I
it's
saw this other
technology.
game on TikTok. It's very similar to it. Seemed like
Uh,
it had this other thing where the parents were coming in, you know, mother's trying to get the boy who's doing the thing to stop, like, 'cause he does it like for hours and hours and hours a day. He's getting good money for it, but yeah,
to just
to do
just
this,
stand there going to just stand there going apple
yeah, nom nom
brown
nom nom, yeah,
nom
yeah,
nom nom nom.
yeah,
I
yeah.
fucking I want to go on TikTok and start up and just like every time something comes, I just punch myself in the face
You probably get the highest ratings in TikTok history.
and just fucking go, fuck, this is stupid, and just hit myself. I can hit myself pretty hard. I mean, I don't like hitting myself much
Yeah,
anymore. It's not
yeah,
it's not fun anymore. I'm kind of
yeah.
a bit over it.
That's
But
it.
but I can. I mean, for a dollar, would I hit myself repeatedly for a dollar at a time? Not very hard. I wouldn't hit myself very
Yeah,
hard for
I
a
mean,
dollar.
at least had to be a pity.
Oh, if someone was dropping a 50 and I would like, you know what? Then you do like you just go and buy actually the fruit and stuff. So you'd have like the apple and things,
Hmm.
and then when the apple, so you just smash yourself in the face with an apple.
I mean, if you're clever enough, Si, you could do it and then create videos of you doing it, right? And then just replay that video when they drop the coin. So you're almost like playing a
Oh,
song.
you're not even real. You're just
Yeah,
on
yeah.
your stream. You're in on your stream deck
Pre-recorded, and
mini,
you just
just
press,
playing
yeah, that's it,
clips.
and you got the little MIDI going, and you just tap the whatever the fruit is. You hit the little MIDI button with the fruit sticker on it, and it plays the thing back. So you just sit there tapping all day long.
Yeah, that's what you do. Hey.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. No, but
Well,
I
you
mean,
get an
yeah.
AI to
If I was,
take over it, so every time it sees a fruit or the thing, it just plays. It does the automatic MIDI button press for you.
uh, maybe what about stapling yourself? Like every time it does, like I just hit the stapler out and just fucking staple my hand. Oh!
See, for that sort of thing, I'd sort of be expecting, you know, it'd be 50 up to 100, 150 for that sort of.
Can you set the
Yeah,
amount?
I I don't know. I have no idea how the games work.
That'd be interesting to find out. Like, I mean, because
Hmm.
like just standing there going nom nom nom, I could
Yeah,
not be fucked.
yeah, yeah.
Like I
True,
just, I
true.
like literally, if I was doing that, after the 10th time, I'd just hit
If
myself
it's like,
anyway, just for
oh,
the fucking,
just
I'd just start punching,
people start dropping hundreds in there. Ching,
just
ching.
start fucking punching myself, going, oh, this is fucking the stupidest
There's
thing
an
I've ever
easy
done.
$1,000 in half an hour.
Yeah, yeah, just
Eh,
yeah. So it's different to bum fights because they had to hit it like, so so if you just started
it's
hitting
almost 10
yourself, I mean,
o'clock.
is that all right? Is that all right? Surely
it, it's
you're not hitting anyone else.
no, 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 no. And it is for a good cause.
That's
I
right.
mean,
It's
if you
just to
made,
show the
you made,
12-year-olds on TikTok.
hmm,
A 12-year-old on
convictions.
TikTok seeing someone, an adult, like
Yeah,
punching themselves in the face, they would fucking just dump money on you.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
wouldn't they?
yeah.
They'd just be like, oh, look at him.
Yeah,
Look at
go.
homie. Look at
Look at
homie.
homie
Wow.
go. Look at homie's sauce coming out.
Look at that. He's a fucking, he's like, old homie.
Oh, homie's
Yeah,
making
mate.
that sauce come out.
He's mate.
I'm giving him money for that.
What'd you get banned?
Probably.
What'd you get shadow banned on TikTok? No,
Yeah,
I
they
reckon
just
you'd just go
downvote you.
viral.
They downvote you. But yeah, once enough found out
You'd be
about it,
getting,
you'd be get
yeah. Oh,
the
you'd be
other
getting
bank.
uploaded to the
Yeah, yeah.
max. Yeah, I mean, in one day, what do you reckon, 1,000 or more? Just one day, just sort of punching yourself, and you're like, Someone punch yourself harder. Give me more money.
Hmm.
And then you just fucking
Yeah.
bang.
Yep. Yeah, you drop a
Someone drops
K, you drop a
500.
K in there, I'll just
Hey,
punch myself hard in the balls.
boys, it's a crown. Hit yourself straight in the fucking balls. Yeah, there's the fucking crown jewels. 2
That's it.
hits.
Drop the crown jewels for 1,000 and yeah, crown jewels get smashed.
Just start punching yourself in the nuts a few times. Yeah, that's it.
Just ka-ching, ka-ching every time you're hitting them. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching.
I'm tempted. Like, as the, it could be my last sort of like, you know, like self-violence, like where like because
Yeah.
I actually can feel it now. Like it's like if it took like a few years ago, I could have just punched the shit out of myself all day. But I actually have like resensitized. I've actually like connected to my body, so I would
Yeah.
feel it.
Yeah.
So sort of suck a bit. Like
That's it.
I could switch off, but I'd try. I don't know. Maybe, yeah,
The need,
maybe like
the need to prove yourself alive by pain is no longer necessary.
no, no. I've moved past that, thankfully. So
Yeah.
and but yeah, I mean, but that, I mean, yes, yes. I
Monkey relaxes, cracks a beer.
monkeys, indeed,
Space monkeys
space monkeys
get shot up into space.
with the dog. Hey, did you watch that Netflix thing with like the dudes from The Office, and it's like called You didn't do Netflix actually, do you? What was it called?
I've got friends
Space
server.
Force,
I've got friends server.
Space, Space Force, Space Force,
Oh, Space Forced. Who's forcing what?
Space Force.
Oh, you got to have space to force.
No, it was a TV. It was like how Trump like announced Space Force.
Yeah, yeah. And
So then there was a whole
there was
comedy
there was
series with the dude from The Office.
Gregory Brothers did the special Space Force tune.
Or did they?
Yeah.
So the show was called Space Force. There's a show called Space Force as well. Like that sort of riffed on that, but it
Mm.
wasn't taking the piss out of Trump or anything like that. But it was just
No.
like the whole concept, of course.
Yeah.
And it was the dudes from the American Office. It was quite funny. In a I don't know, and
In a Blake Seven sort of way.
in a Blake Seven kind of way.
International space junk collector.
Like in sort of like taking the piss out of bureaucratic systems
Yeah.
and like and all of this. And anyway, they had a whole thing with like a dog, like a monkey in space, and it was a monkey and a dog. And but then they kind of got a ban, and then the monkey ate the dog. It was quite good. Like, and
uh,
I hope this is on the right side of the road because this is gonna really suck.
hungry monkeys, man. Got to watch them.
Oh yeah, they'd
Tear
fucking
your
eat you.
face
Don't you
off.
worry about that. Yeah. Oh
Don't
man.
worry about no shrunken heads. I just wear your leather
They
face.
just yeah, they just the monkey like rips your face off, wears it, and then just eats your head. Is that what you're saying? Just
Poetic
gouges out the
justice.
eyeballs as the tasty
Poetic
treat as you're
justice.
screaming. Just fucking having a gnaw.
That'll teach you for all the chill monkey brains.
Yeah, just having a gnaw. I like it. BL Burger Department. Okay, how the fuck am I supposed to pick this up? We'll see. This is like one of my bravest or stupidest jobs ever. I don't know. Like I'm picking up from Oxford Street. Like there's literally like just oceans of everything here.
Going.
Cars, fucking buses.
Must be a specialty store, is it?
Oh, there it is, BL Burger. I'm just going to go down there and I'm going to just pray that it is fucking ready. And I am in a loading zone. Oh my god, I cannot believe it.
Hmm?
Right.
Gotta love them.
Yeah, it's pace my way back to Bondi Junction.
Get your 10 minutes. Was it 10 or 15 down there?
I don't know if that's something like that. Everyone's just a
Normally
legal
20
reason.
up here.
Oh no. So
20 minutes.
we got the eating squads here.
Mm.
They're all, it's like a popular burger joint. I'm James and Fabrice. We'll chill. It's all good.
So scored free monitor, friend.
Oh, what time?
Gaming Republic one.
Oh, gaming.
Yeah, 32 weeks.
Oh, nice. 4K?
Not sure. I think it might be.
Or 1440p. Please say it's better than 1080.
It's better than 1080. Normally, he just got a brand new 4K, so it's probably like a 2K or something.
1440p.
Yeah,
It's just been very emotional watching 1080p monitors for so long. I just can't believe it.
yeah,
It's like this. 32 inches is the way to go. It's such a
yeah.
nice size. 40's a little big. You have to kind of like start to just move your head slightly.
Well, I've
Just
got
so
my
it's
curved,
good.
but yeah, saved me having to fire up the projector.
Oh, it's curved. Would you say?
No, I've got a curved one,
Oh, dear.
32 or 27 curved,
What's the
and
point of a curve 27?
eh, it was cheap.
Like, uh,
Yeah, price
like
was
if you
the
stuck your
factor.
head in the middle of it.
Price was the price was the factor of it. It's all right. It's been a
I
good
think I want to
monitor.
look at it.
Multiple inputs, so had 4 inputs.
Oh, here we go. How's this? Or HDMI or
One display
just,
port and 3
wow.
HDMI.
This dude's eating a pink thumb.
Hmm.
That's really interesting.
So I got my spare Google TV unit in there.
Oh.
Then I can watch Crunchy in bed.
Nice.
Hmm.
A crunchy bed. Oh,
Crunchy bed.
what's been a kind of interesting little surprise of the season so far? Uh, it's like
I'm on the final episode of the Dark Materials at the moment, so
oh,
been pretty good. Yeah.
like the one on Amazon.
Hmm.
Let's see my list of it. What was it? Undead Murder Fast is quite good. And oh, and Mushoku Tensei's jobless reincarnation is pretty impressive actually. Like that's a pretty good story. But this is a standout bizarrity. Reborn as a vending machine.
Yeah, we were
It's an
looking at
instant.
that last time. That looked pretty good. There's already some pretty full on
It's
hentai and that out for it already.
what is hentai for a
Yeah,
vending machine?
yeah, man. Yeah, 43, man. Come on.
Oh, Rule 34.
I'm 34. Sorry, I get it around.
Well,
Dyslexia.
I,
As
I
soon as it's done,
a number of years
within a
ago,
couple of
I looked at
hours, boom, it's out.
a number of years ago, like when I was running the art house cinema, we were looking at this Canadian like award sort of independent award film, and it was basically these people who were getting off on rubbish bins. So they were making out with rubbish bins. They were sort of erotically attracted to dumpsters. But
Yeah.
basically, that was the print. It was so bizarre. We watched it. We thought we couldn't stream. And then, and then, so then we like sent them back like some short video format of like us like doing weird things, like using like the CD on the computer, you know, maybe, you know, on like a coin machine,
Yeah.
like just full. And so yeah, I can see how people would like get off on the vending machine. And is the vending machine like during the sexy time, or is it? I think, or is it during
Well, it's the
timeout?
girl in the vending machine. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
What do like
The
what?
vending machine is sort of transparent and the girl's in there. And it's yeah,
Ah, because it
it's
can
happy time.
transform.
Happy time. It's
Oh,
almost
that's
like
the
she
way
was
I've always
swallowed by the gelatinous vending
do.
machine.
Shit, like in this vending machine too. I've always thought of my erotic experiences as being like consuming the person completely. That's bizarre.
Being the blob.
That's not how it goes. What was that movie you watched, Society? What was it? Like, what was that? You know,
Yeah,
ages
that
ago.
was like that. That were
Yeah,
the
they went into Gestalt
get
mode
into
and
gestalt blob mode.
blob.
Into merge.
That's it.
Yeah. Look, I've scored a little bit. Was it? Scored a
Join
little
us.
beauty mark in the
Oh, yeah.
consumption. The shunting. That's what they called it, wasn't it?
The shunting, yeah. They'd all get together and then they'd get like the fresh meat and just, and they'd all like just orgasm over the fresh meat, basically. A big giant group like, you know, orgy.
We'll get their little bit like a maggot. Yeah, that was a weird. And we've seen so many crazy shit.
But yeah, I mean,
Dario Argento, man, he was brilliant.
who's that?
He was a Italian horror sci-fi dude.
Oh,
He did a lot of the exploding head stuff with the heads coming out of heads, brains, you know, like dislodging and becoming
oh.
animated.
I'm not, I was trying to think of the movie, but
Similar to the whole you know, the
what was that thing with all the
spider
blood?
head from the Thing, John Carpenter's spider head
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, Johnny Carpenter. What is that one which has got was it From Beyond, which has got more blood than any other film? If I'm not
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's just like a bloodbath. That was always the funniest thing about it. Like there was more blood coming out of those things than, you know, was humanly possible.
Oh, that's quite the thing. I like that
Yeah,
sometimes in anime and someone gets cut and then they're
yeah,
just
and
like
just,
fountain blood.
or even the nosebleeds are like a fountain in most of the anime stuff.
Look,
You know,
I mean, I've had some pretty explosive nosebleeds in my life.
it's never come
My nose
spurting
used to
out like
bleed a
that.
lot.
Coffee
No.
maybe when I'm, you know, see something extremely hysterical in the beer porn media and coffee comes exploding out my fucking nose sometimes. That
It's
does happen. Yeah, that's not the blood though.
not the blood.
Not the blood.
No, no. No, I mean, I used to piss blood out of my nose, man. I used to, but not like that. It didn't fountain. It had no pressure behind
There's
it. It
no
was just
fountain
like,
there.
yeah, no pressure. You just kind of just run all down that face, like expressively, you know.
Well, I've always had this problem when they try to draw blood. It's like a vacuum. Like it doesn't want to come out. Like,
Oh, right. You
no.
actually suck the needle inside you.
Well, if they're not pulling, it sort of draws back in.
Yeah, wow.
It's like, no, we don't want to leave. We're happy here inside this vessel.
Happy. Mm, wow. We're like in an Uber Eats meeting place at the moment.
Oh,
There's like 5 of us here.
you're all hanging out,
Just on the hang, chills, yeah.
chilling, waiting for the orders to be delivered.
The birds. Probably need to actually take off my noise cancelling stuff. My order is scrolled up. Yeah, press the
But
smile.
yes, there's been a few amusing things going on. Yes, retirement at 67. It's a ways off, not too far. More time to make crazy videos. I did play with that audio banana thing. It might do what I want, but yeah. Because you come in on a desktop audio, because it comes through in desktop audio and the line in I route you through. I'm hoping if I can put all those through the banana and then have that as a single output, then I could route it to both OBS and to the call, so that if we were talking to the AI or you wanted to ask the AI a question, I could press the button for the recording and you just speak and then it would hear you. Like we'd all be in a similar conference call locked together. That's a thought.
I think we've lost one.
So
No, I think you lost him for different. I don't know.
I couldn't hear you, so whether or not you were talking, and I just wasn't coming through. But
What was that pink bun? The person up there was eating like a bright pink bun. What was a burger? It looked cool. Yeah. You go. I want to go see the movie. It looks silly. I think it'd be fun. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Ah, some good grass on the wall here. But yes.
crazy car chase in Sydney yesterday.
Was there?
Apparently,
What? Crazy. What? like with clowns and stuff, crazy, or like
Well, it would have been much more fun if there were clowns in the car, but
mm, guns? Guns?
no
No,
guns.
no guns.
Guns.
So no clowns, no guns.
But New Zealand had guns.
New Zealand had
Hmm,
guns. What was New Zealand doing with guns?
I don't know. Some people were shot dead,
Oh,
which
well,
was,
maybe they did something.
acceptable level of fear porn for New Zealand.
Maybe they did something wrong, did they?
Not completely up on the whole story.
No. I mean, usually when you get shot, unless someone's just drunk and waving a gun around, at least they've perceived you have done something, like exist, for example. I think existing, you
Angry
know,
at the system.
get a falling down.
That's it. Shouldn't have put those pickles on that burger like I asked you not to. Final straw.
Here we go. We got we got Barb Strandberg, Kentucky Fried Chicken,
Hmm?
shrimp on the Barbie, plastic trees, pickled pink onions, Malibu Barbie pink sauce, pink mayo, oak leaf, and a pink bun.
Wow.
Mm, 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 mm.
Malibu Barbie sauce.
I got myself some Malibu Barbie sauce. Would that be like? Would that be like a once a month kind of thing?
Well, it just depends on how hard you want to rub the plastic mound.
Wrapped in plastic, it's fantastic.
Hey, I'm just looking through propaganda.com.au. Not much boobs in here. Oh, hang on. Cheeky way to drive your partner wild. Dating advice, red flags to look out for on first date. Question, have you ever sent a nude shot of yourself to someone?
Parts of them, yeah, a little, not of
Well,
my whole
this
body.
woman, this person who wrote, Jana Hocking, I have. In fact, I've sent several. Get me on a good day with hair, makeup, and a nice lighting. I'll whip all my clothes off and grab a couple of broody shots to save in the old naughty folder on my phone for a later date. Just in case the need arises. Yeah?
And James is the other one.
Because let's be honest, there is
Thank you
nothing
so much.
more annoying than getting into a saucy text exchange with someone and then they say, send me a shot of you right now. And you think, oh crap, I look rank. Perhaps you just got back from the gym, all red and splotchy, or you're sitting on the lounge, binge watching telly for the last hour and couldn't be bothered to get up to whack some makeup on and fiddle with the lighting until you got a flattering setting. It's
Flattering.
yeah, but
Flattening.
it's not an issue if you got some cheeky pics stored in a folder on your phone. Just whip one of those bad boys. What? Bad girls, you would think, wouldn't you? Whip one of those bad girls out, and then
Oh yeah, right. That's
uh,
interesting.
he'll think you look glamorous 24/7. So take
I
this
don't,
as a
I
hot
don't,
tip.
I don't,
Next
I
time you're
don't want
feeling
him thinking that I look
va-va-voom,
glamorous
why not take a
24/7. How is that even fucking? That's a false expectation.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to take a photo of me in my track
I
pants
mean,
just
I
sitting
would
there having a
expect you
scratch.
would look fantastic and 24/7 if you were an avatar. or some sort of 3D generated person, you would
yeah.
look fabulous 24/7.
Well, as you remember, I did date someone for a year who wouldn't let us see them in the morning.
Ah, yes, before the mask went on.
Before, yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's a real thing. People do attempt to look glamorous all the time.
Mm. Impossible feat.
Well, yeah, I mean, as you've got to really make decisions, hey? Like you got to go, well, I'm not getting drunk or high because
Yeah.
that is not going to make me look glamorous. I'm gonna
No.
my eyes are
No.
going to start wobbling about, my face is going to get a bit bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
You're gonna be less than who you are.
yeah, and then you wouldn't want to have, be seen coming or anything like that where you might squint your eyes and roll back your or something like that. You wouldn't
Mm.
want to. So, but if you're just basically, yeah, you just have to. So I've often had this problem, like I found it a bit. I don't know. I've always found it a bit meh when you go, say, you've got a friend who's a female, and then you go to kiss, like they hug and a kiss, and then they do the little air kiss, like ma ma.
Hmm.
And I've always
Yeah.
thought, why are we doing this kind of fake bullshit?
Yeah.
However, I now understand because
Because you don't want to wreck the makeup.
you don't want to wreck the makeup. Never quite got that.
Mm. Mm.
So now I do get it. I mean, I haven't worn makeup to that substantial level yet, but I've got more of an appreciation. It was like, oh, of course, yeah, because you learn when you're wearing lipstick and eyeliner and things like this is you can't even rub your eye. Like if you got an itchy eye,
Yeah.
you just gotta sit there
Yeah.
and just fucking deal with it.
That's it.
You know.
Otherwise, you're gonna end up, raccoon face.
Mm-hmm. So you leave everything just sitting there. It's quite an interesting sort of little reality. Um, and I mean, it's a bit meditative, like if you're going to do a Vipassana or some kind of Buddha, some kind of meditative space, and it's sort of practice non-attachment. Oh, you'll have sensations come up in your body. You just want to let those sensations go. Well, women do that every day.
Mm.
Women are in a walking meditation, just fucking dealing with being coated and shit and fake everything. like you know they got to have practice breathing to and then their eyes and mouth, and even eating's an issue, and maybe you wouldn't eat all day. You actually just practice fasting, it's a religious experience to be a woman.
Mm. Maybe.
They're just walking around yeah, not being able to eat because you wouldn't want to wreck anything or not touch yourself. You fucking get a super itchy face. You feel really sometimes maybe your eye might water. You've just
Mm.
got to even ignore that. Just maybe
Yep.
have something which you can
Yep.
just lightly just touch it with a little bit of something might soak that up gently.
A dab.
So, mm. So they're sort of, yeah, basically expert meditators, of non-attachment process of their own bodies.
Secretly, then,
Feel
and they never knew it.
no, they just
That's
didn't.
it.
And then they go, and if you look at that, um quite interestingly, if we're on that point, is that then women are always at yoga things and all this stuff, and they're always doing these things. There's heaps more in what's classed as Western
Self-awareness.
countries. Well, but
Self-awareness
then
and the
but
disconnect.
yeah, but they don't realize that they're already doing it. They don't need to go to meditation class. They're
Mm.
fucking a walking meditation class. They're being scammed.
Mm. Mm.
Women need to wake up and realize that they're
That's
walking
it.
meditations, and
Yeah.
they don't need to go to They don't need to pay $100 for a special meditation
I think you're
class.
onto
They can
something
just,
there, Si.
yeah, wake up, woman folk. Wake up to your own self-awareness. Stop being scammed
Mm.
into doing
Mm.
what you already do. And so, yeah, I mean, it could be an entire experience, mentioned like that. I don't know. I haven't done full face makeup. I don't know that I wouldn't really do that. I'd sort of be more I'm interested in doing blemish correction though, sort of just getting rid of freckles and things, sort of very
Yep.
mild.
Yep.
I think that'd be kind of interesting, you know. I think
I
yeah.
wear my wrinkles with pride.
Yeah, I don't really have them, but like so much. I've got a lot of elastin and melanin from like, genetics, but I've and I've sort of, but I do have freckles and things because I've really sort of just, you know, given no fucks about the sun. I think that's my main thing.
You've let it tan you well.
I have, I've let it like just sort of, so, and I enjoy the sun. So, I'm a sun enjoyer.
Yep.
I don't shy away from it, which means that then my skin has gone like it's kind of not blotchy. That's not quite the right word, but there are definitely color irregularities across the surface.
Mm.
I don't look plastic enough, you know. So it's not, I don't fit in.
It's trying to give you the multicolored look.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, my skin, because I'm like a half caste, I um if I have trauma on my skin, so like if I've like for example being burnt, is a
Mm.
trauma,
Mm.
skin trauma type thing and stuff, then my like that will actually bring out melanin in my skin heaps more in that
Yeah, in
places.
that
So
region. Yeah.
mm, mm, mm. and uh, and so there's certain parts on like my hands and arm like which are more darker because of like trauma, like and like just like skin trauma, like
Heat
damage,
exposure.
like
Yeah.
yeah, or other kinds of damage that have happened, but like like injury type things and stuff like, but but
Well, we all
yes,
let the sauce out at some point.
yeah, I ate some of my own sauce the other day. Thought that was which I hadn't done in a while. Sort of just consume it, see how it was tasting. I liked it. I thought it was
Check
nice.
check the iron level.
Mm, I'm fucking gonna want this goddamn kebab, I tell you, man. Uh,
You ready
you know
for
what I like?
kebab?
Oh yeah, man, and extra meat.
Mm.
That's what I was.
Protein requirement.
Extra meat. That's my middle name. Extra meat. There we go. Can I have the extra meat option?
Mm.
In fact, could I just have all meat? And can you? But the thing is, like, if I go in there, like, I look at it and I'm like, oh yeah, well, I just really want the kebab without the wrap. I
Yeah,
don't actually want the wrap.
just
But
a pile of meat, a
yeah,
bucket.
but if you ask for that, then they're like, oh, that's then like the snack pack, like
Mm-hmm.
the old HSP.
Yep.
So, and suddenly it turns into $20, and you're just
Bait
like,
and switch. Yeah.
yeah, it's like a bait and switch. It's like, no, no, no,
Mm.
no, no. I just want a kebab without the thing. Oh, well, that's no, no, well, that's the snack pack, And you're like, oh,
Mm-mm.
God damn it. Okay, well, I'll just have the kebab. I think I could, I think I can eat a bit of the unleavened bread today.
That's it. I'll have the
All right,
kebab.
son.
Now, what kind of salad you want on there? None.
None, no salad.
No salad.
Messes with my digestive system.
That's it. Maybe some olives. Tabbouleh and wrap it up.
Olives and tabbouleh. That's it. And meat. And maybe
Mm.
like garlic, garlic sauce. Garlic
Garlic
sauce.
and with a bit of chili.
That's exactly what I did. That's what I bought. That's what I
Mm.
bought. Tabbouleh, garlic sauce, double meat.
Mm.
And I managed to get 2 jobs that have paid me back to near home.
Yep.
I had to wait for it. But that's this thing, you got to really, like, I don't know, I was mentioning about this the other day,
Being
but like,
choosy. Yep.
well, no, no, if you help the algorithm likes you. The
Mm-hmm.
algorithm is rewarded for finishing jobs. you help the algorithm finish its jobs,
Yep. Then you
it'll
get
keep,
reward,
you get rewards. That's right.
which is
If you
being
don't,
close to
it feels
home.
sad. It feels sad. You don't want
Mm.
that. You don't want the algorithm feeling sad, and
Oh,
then it just
sad,
like starts to.
sad lashes out.
Well, yeah, it lashes out. It doesn't want to hang out with you,
Mm.
and you're just sitting there going, "Hey, what about me? Well, what about me?
What about
Are we friends or
me?
not? You helping me or not?"
Yeah,
So
yeah. Because you haven't been. You need to
no, you
start
haven't
helping
been.
me.
You need to help me. You need to take that shitty job.
Yep.
But the thing is like, yeah, is about you have to disconnect the concept of like
The
time as
per
money.
hour. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
just move away from time as
Move
money,
away from the
and
per hour.
think of kilometers as money,
Mm.
and you're just the meat unit
Meat
driving the
unit.
thing around. Meat unit. You're
That's
not
it.
relevant, and you've got to just enjoy
Are
your
you
life.
human?
You just
No, sir. I am a meat popsicle.
I'm a meat popsicle. So that's the thing. I think like, and I don't mind. Like I can like for my like who I am as a person, like just chilling out and looking at things. That's nice. Like that's just the nice thing to do. So, that I get to cruise around, see nice things, occasionally have a frustrating moment.
Eh,
Sometimes there's
comes
a
with
few in
luck.
a row, but that's just as you say, it's just life. And and then you just live that life, and you're just like, yeah, car drives around, you're in it, take advantage of that, go get your shopping maybe,
You
do
are
some
the meat
things.
AI currently
Mm,
employed to
mm.
maneuver the vehicle.
Oh yeah, and you can bet $1 billion that they are desperately. I mean, they had some fucking dramatic fails
Mm,
with the AI front,
mm,
but
mm.
well, I don't know. Hey,
They should just load
hang on.
the packages up into a missile
Fabrice
and
needs my attention.
launch it from a
Hey, it took
directly.
a long time for them to make it, man. That's all right. But it is fresh as. Enjoy the late night tasty treat, man.
Very, very much.
You too. Oh, nice. Just around the corner. Oh, yeah. I know where that is. I can do that. It's got to reverse out here without crash. No. Oh, I could do the job, I suppose. No. Oh, no. I just need to focus on what I'm doing.
What? Sorry, I'm still reading this article about the
Oh,
how to spice up a relationship. And but I'm getting off
well,
topic.
if your relation, this is
The
like,
reason
that's,
I have to, I ask if you've ever sent a nude because under the right circumstances it can be a wondrous thing. Sadly, the many of us are still hiding behind clothes and perhaps the
ah,
narrative that you
does she
sent
like dick
one.
pics?
I,
Or,
I, I guess
is,
so.
or, is it, or are they
But
talking about
anyway,
women?
according to
No, but is it,
according to a preliminary summary or survey, um, 18 to 29-year-olds are sending 45% of them said they've sent nudes. Comparison to a lowly 22% of the 40 to 49-year-olds who've only sent one.
yeah, look, I mean, well, because when you're in that, you're competing. Like you look around, and
Mm,
the reason why you're sending nude is because that person psychologically feels like they need to compete, like
yeah.
to to get the prize.
Mm, okay.
And well, hmm, where's that? I'll give it a good old fucking try. I don't even know where that is. But It's strange. At 10 o'clock at night, I didn't realize there was these jobs around. Missing out. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the street. Anyway, hopefully there's no cars. But yeah, I mean, this is a woman talking about herself sending,
Oh,
and she's
okay.
recommending other
Yeah.
women.
But
Like,
here we go. I've got the tips on how to do it. All right. So
what if
this is a
you're
good bit. So never include your face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you're gonna do it, always make sure you cover up your face. So wear a mask or a gorilla head or something. Take off jewelry and try and avoid including any tattoos in shot.
Oh, okay. So now you
Yeah.
just why,
Well,
why don't
that's
you
all
just
right
go on?
because I've
Why
never
don't you just go on
tattooed
an
my
image search?
penis. I've never tattooed my penis. So I guess if you're sending a dick shot, it's just a picture in
That's
it.
okay then.
No,
That's
there's no
okay.
face attached to it. It's just a there's the meat,
So number
sausage, two
5.
potatoes.
Just got to figure out where this unit 5, number 3.
So yeah, don't show your tattoos. Make sure only nudes you are sending to someone who you trust. Yeah, well, I guess that's
Which
a good
is
one.
nobody.
Don't trust.
No.
And they're the 3 tips. And she's presented quite a nice little picture of her in a little bra. It's tasteful. No nips.
Torch.
She's got 30,000 followers. There you go.
Unit 6, unit 5.
And she's done a video.
This is weird.
Go.
184.
Learn something new every day, Si. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't get my penis tattooed.
No. But
I'm
really
wondering
trying
whether
to
I should
find.
just, take a photo of it and then a blanket email to the whole company. Just
One.
looking for perspectives.
Ah,
He says jokingly.
I'm going to assume you're James. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Where is that? Inside the shopping center. Oh, is that up top? Where?
But I've never been a pen and company kind of person. I think that's dangerous.
Yeah, I know where that is.
It's like the old saying, I guess. Don't shit where you eat.
Um,
So yeah, don't drop a lope in the kitchen.
no, but it's I was gonna say like I still like anywhere in that article. I'm just gonna point out is that what's sexy and cool and
Hmm.
spices things up
Yeah.
is if you've got tits
Well.
because she's actually not talking about I've so look forward to when my boyfriend sends me his cock. She's not
Mm.
actually saying that. She's
No.
saying to like get your little bra shot out, and
She's
it's for
virtue
women.
signaling.
But if it was a yeah, but if it was a guy, that'd be disgusting. I mean, that's
Mm.
the point, isn't it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, fucking don't send me a dick. I don't want to see dicks are gross,
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh no, well, how to spice it up. Oh, okay, so if you took that advice
Yeah, mate.
as a
It'd be
male,
far more attractive if you just, pulled your dick back behind your legs and wore a nice little bra and sent me that picture. That'd be
that would be
fantastic.
the preferred. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
more appropriate because you don't
Yeah,
want to
with
see a
some, a couple
penis.
of little mandarins in the little
Yeah,
bra
yeah.
so it stands out a bit.
That's right. That's right.
Hmm.
Then yeah, well, depending on who you send it to, because that could be woman face, and you wouldn't, you
Hey,
know.
hey, it could be misconstrued,
Yeah, I mean, it's like every time
misconstrued is what they say. Is that the way they term it?
misconstrued.
Misconstrued, taken the wrong
Uh,
way.
could be.
Mm, mm.
Like, but I mean, if that's what spices things up, like that is, then that's what you'd have
Hey,
to do.
what you do
But
in your
I mean,
bedroom is what you do in your bedroom, right?
well, apparently, what's what you do on your phone is
Yeah,
send
well,
out. But but here's the question. Another question is like,
mm,
since you don't take a photo of your face
mm,
or identifying things
that's
or
it.
tattoos or
Mm.
birthmarks or anything
Yeah,
like that,
yeah, yeah.
why wouldn't you just go get a selection of photos off the internet and just
Hey,
have them there and just send them out?
that's it. They're your backups.
That's who
Just
you are. I
find
mean,
all the hottest males you can possibly find, or the hottest, whatever you're trying to send, or trying to make it with. Yeah,
and just send that out.
that's it. Highly attractive goblins.
Oh well, there's some. Oh man, hot
AI
ads.
just listens, man. Like I'm still getting like full on in my Facebook feed all these goblin butts. Just like stop it, AI.
Well, that's your fault. It's not. You can't blame the AI.
No, I'm tempting it,
Yeah, you are.
and
Like, come on.
it's giving me exactly what I'm tempting it with or providing it with. It's almost like I said, it's an experiment for me. I know there's dudes, if they'd be looking at my feed, they'd be just going, fuck, just all day long I'm getting bombarded with goblin butts.
So I need to work out how to get up zillion flights.
Mm.
Wow, it's all dark in here. Trippy. I'm not
Oh, that's
surprised
it.
this place is
Remember
even
to mute
open.
when coughing and burping.
No, isn't there? Let's see something.
Gotta have some sort of etiquette in our cheap talks.
Yeah, I've been thinking more about that too. Like, I'm going to try um, and do the what we're on.
I guess it's being a little bit self-conscious about when you're gonna cough or whatever. I mean, if you've got a,
No, just
it's easy for
well,
me
I'm
because
just
I
going to
just
have to
press a
edit it out.
button and
So
then it mutes the mic. So
yeah, I mean, where I'm at the moment, that's not convenient for me what I'm doing
mm,
right now, but like it's certainly doable generally.
yeah.
I was thinking actually I'm gonna have to get my stream deck out and start doing that. So, this will take me to about 1 kilometer from my house. Yeah. Okay. Pick up. Happy time. Thank you so much.
Here we go. News Live. Just next to that dating article. Fishermen scramble after huge discovery. Fishermen scramble to collect penis fish after thousands found.
What?
Penis fishes.
Penis fish.
Penis.
Like PENIS?
Yeah.
What
Argentina.
what's a penis fish?
Hang on.
You got to bring that up on the screen behind us.
I'll save the. That's definitely meme worthy.
I, I want. Well, it's just interesting, right? So, we were just looking at like that it's okay to send nudes if you've got breasts,
Hmm.
but
Penis fish.
penis fish.
Hmm.
Now, we need to rebrand. You need to rebrand your cock as a fish.
I heard the best saying the other day, and
I'm slapping with my fish. Fish
it
slapping.
was transform. It's coming, but I don't like that type.
Oh, what WebP? Let me
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. Open with paint. Okay. Dunk. Okay.
Oh, wow. That is a big, interesting night and learning for me tonight. Not bad way, good way. Like I didn't, I sort of really have experienced it. Oops, probably cutting out there. You'll probably
Yeah,
nearly
a
lit.
little bit. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. But yeah, big learnings tonight. Really interesting. In a good way, is like I've always like gone, oh, 9 o'clock's the end, because it sort of seems like everything sort of dies off. But
Hmm.
depending on where you are, like I'm just pumping out delivery jobs at hang on, where the fuck are you taking me? You just don't know where I am. That's right. I know where I'm taking me, so it's all good. Uh, yeah, like I just kept like I could probably keep going, but I just need to eat actually, and
Yeah.
it's all good.
Stop
I
and
can
eat.
do more tomorrow. Ooh. Some of these homeless people, this homeless person just there, I actually, I believe, except for the car, because the car's fairly large,
Hmm.
like they have more possessions than I do. They were struggling with this fucking trolley, and because it was so big and unwieldy, with stuff just everywhere that they just. I mean, it's like it's amazing. Like I would think I wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe I misunderstand like what it means to be homeless. Like why you want to accumulate so many things. Well, I would try and run as lean as I possibly could. I mean, you sort of wear. I mean, I remember Plastic Bag Man,
Hmm.
that architect in
Yep.
where we used to live.
Yep. Tuong.
Yeah, like yeah, yeah, that's really he had the way. You don't need lots of clothes and shit. You just if it's getting cold, you just fucking wrap some plastic bags around you. You'll heat up
Yeah.
more than you want. So you'll be warm and toasty. It's always a thing. If you're feeling a bit cold, you go into like Coles or Woolworths, something like that, and it's a bit chilly in there.
Hmm.
Just grab a plastic bag, just shove it over your head, and you can cruise around in comfort. So, but yeah, the need like bedding. I think the thing would be like working out how you wash your clothes. Like, and there's kind of like this sort of like gross homeless, like having to be gross and homeless,
Hmm.
which I mean could be reasons. I'm not saying there's no reasons. Maybe you've got certain kinds of psychological experiences that mean that like certain things don't mean the same to you or whatever. Like, there's a whole host of reasons why someone might be that way. But also just like there's this dude the other day who sort of set up shop outside Coles
Yeah.
quite prominently, right on the corner. Like he had a really nice little posse there. Everyone coming past, hey, got $2, mate. And of course, no. But and I thought about going back to the car to get because like so I've been given like a tip or two here in cash, so I just leave them at the car and then just give them to someone else. And but he was a pig. Like he was sitting there, and that was all good, and he was like saying the things. That's all fine, but then people had bought him food and drink and stuff from because it was just outside a shop, so they bought him food and drink. And then he'd sort of eaten like the sandwich roll thing, like the salad roll, most of it, and then just chucked
The
the rest
rest.
of it and the plastic container on the ground behind him, just on the just off the curb, and someone had given him a drink and just chucked. It was just all this rubbish. And
Yeah.
then because I was in and out because I was doing pickups and shit, and so he ended up packing up his things and he had a little place where he put his like little milk crates and stuff. And then he didn't clean up his rubbish. And I
Mm.
was like, no, no, I'm not giving you money
Mm.
for making a mess. Like,
Yep.
tidy up.
Yep.
There's no need. There's no
Yep.
need.
Bin's right
Like,
there.
yeah, like just take it to the fucking bin. Like, and it's sort of like,
Like
oh,
I get
I don't
it
know.
if
He,
you were
he
just
had an
throwing
attitude.
the food component, maybe into the gutter or into the plants or something.
No, it was physical, hard rubbish. Like,
But
but
hard
also,
rubbish,
and
yeah.
it's like this. Well, and he was competent enough to like, you know, put his boxes. Like he had he totally demonstrated he had like the wherewithal to put things away, do stuff like
Hmm.
he had a little setup,
Obviously, what
and
was
then just to
important to
be
him.
a prick.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
But that kind of thing where it's sort of like that, like and then when I sort of then I observed him because I walked past him like 6 times, like
Hmm.
like I in and out of the shop, so I was observing him and I realized that it wasn't like that. That was actually his attitude. His attitude was this kind of like a bit arseholey and a bit, like that's how he was. And it was like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not interested in supporting you're just standing around looking at people being a cunt. So
Yeah. Yeah.
there's no need. Like there's
Hmm.
another dude I've you know bought Christmas gifts for, and I buy food whenever I go into that shop with and bring it out. Say, what are you feeling like today? And like he's just a nice guy. You can sit down and have a chat with him. Like he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't have to be an
And
asshole
he's
just because you're on the
grateful.
street.
Grateful for obviously whatever you give him and
Not in any particular way. Not
hmm.
no. I'm not, but not grateful. But like good time. Like he's happy for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's not. But he's not like. Yeah, I don't need them to be like, oh, thank you for buying me some ham.
No, no,
It's
of
just
course not.
it's
What
just
why would
you know what I mean.
that's not the point.
No, no, that's not the point. But the yeah, yeah. Anyway, different kinds of homeless folk.
Yeah.
I was like, there's a big place in Martin Place in the city, right? And every like I don't know if it's every night or whatever, but anyway, the feeding begins, and so there's services and feeding, and there's like a mobile library and stuff, and there's old fellas there reading books, like you know, and there's this like homeless dude, I'm assuming,
Hmm.
and he was like sitting back there, and I'd sort of walked past him, and then I was walking back, and I've looked back over at him, and then this fully like well dressed babe, like just like comes and like stands up next to him and he grabs around her and she sits on his knee. And I'm just like, what what am I looking at here? What's this scene? Like where there's the homeless guy on the milk crate and then there's this kind of like in boots and like jeans and like obviously had a wash and stuff and she's like, you know, looks like she has a place to do makeup and do her
Hmm.
things,
Hmm.
those things. And he just like
Well,
and then homeless man has pulled the girl.
there's been cases of dudes begging for money dressed as homeless people. And when he's
Yeah,
finished begging for money, he grabs all the cash and goes and jumps in his BMW and drives back to his, you know, he's made his money,
yeah.
you know, pay the whatevers. mean, professional begging is a thing.
I'll grab it out for you. No. Little service, you know. You have a good enjoy. And that is that.
Professional beggar,
that
you
one's
know, that is a
yeah, well,
thing.
that's what maybe it was a professional beggar.
Yeah, could be doing it for a living, dresses up as like a homeless person, put on that convincing art, you know, the sad doggy eyes, and you know,
Mm.
on the streets and cup out and homeless due to divorce and
Personal amusement.
the tears, get the tears going and make it the
Uh,
most pathetic, get the you know the good money, and you got to you know put on a little
yeah, well,
show,
it's like I mean, I've seen it in
put on the little show, you know.
one Asian country I was in, and
Yeah,
where they would drug the child and have the drug child like lying across them.
yeah.
Oh, my child, and you're like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
yeah, what's say you want more drugs for the
Mm-mm.
child, or what?
No,
You need
no, no.
money to keep your child drugged?
Keeping it it's good for business. Limp,
Limp. Well,
the
and I mean,
limp child draped across the
mm,
arm, the hand out.
yeah. Oh, I didn't help. Uh, mate, like, yeah. Living in like places like where like I live like in Central Australia where shit gets is pretty rough,
Hmm.
and there's plenty homeless people there, and I'm just here to say,
We've seen it in every capital, sorry, and even in
uh
small towns, there's homeless.
yeah, no, but this is a different level. This is dispossessed. This is like, people who have like their land and homes have been stolen from them. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
have nowhere to live.
Mm, mm,
No, they've never had anywhere to live. It's not like they've
yeah.
fallen down. They're just
No.
like they were born fallen, you know.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
um they like you don't yeah, you can like stink of piss and shit and walk along and like, and you can also not.
Yeah. That's your choice.
It's your choice.
Mm. Because there's plenty of
And
public facilities.
whatever, yeah, there's
Yeah.
stuff. You can anyway, but I've seen both sides, man. I've seen like the people who like in both in the same scenario, but one looks a little tidy and they've got a nice little camp outside thing, and like they've got and they take a little can of food, and it's like it's all good. Like it's like
Mm.
actually a lifestyle choice almost. Like I
Yeah.
mean, they don't necessarily choosing it, but like it's
It's
more
not a
like
suffering. It's more accepted
they're
acceptance.
engaged. Yeah, they're engaging it like, and that's I'm right into that. Like, and I don't, that's kind of my sort of like, I think that one of the things that seems tough, and it was interesting. I was talking to a friend this week. We had a bit of a long chat, and he has gone from like being homeowner, international traveler extraordinaire, hanging with like interesting people,
Mm.
doing interesting things,
Yeah.
and now like, you know, living in a tent and with a busted car or like on someone's like the whole and but they still have an elegance to them.
Yeah. Yep.
And I think that's me. Like the one thing he sort of said is, which I sort of like took on board actually. I listened to that, was like, because he's like 60 some, just on 60 maybe,
Mhm.
61, 62. He's like, yeah, he talked about like how what sucks at that point, and it's sort of it's a thing, right? Like so, it's on. Like, I mean, I see 20-year-olds who are 20-year-olds who are homeless. I'm not saying that doesn't happen.
Mm.
However, you've got a lot more resilience. Like it's just like if you're in your 60s, and this is where it happens to a lot of people, and that's fucked. Like cold really gets into you. Like he's like cold gets really into my bones now, man.
Yeah.
Like it's like I can't,
Yeah.
you know, like I really feel that kind of stuff, And like if it's wet and stuff, it's not like, just stand out in the rain and, use it as a shower. It's like, oh, and it's like, yeah, that's a thing. Hey, like you like,
Mm. Mm.
yeah, I mean,
Having the comfort temperature.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and I wonder about that. Like I saw people who are homeless in Chicago and I'd be like, fuck that. Like, like that is, you just die in the winter. Like, but they're out there, standing at the little sign, freezing. It's just like, move to Texas. Like, move to Florida. Like, just walk there. Like, if you can't drive there, just walk there. Like, I mean, it doesn't take you that long. Like, if you were like just walking casually and just like getting some homeless food along the way,
Mm.
you'd easily relocate yourself.
Yep.
You don't need to have you don't need to live in a shitty place and be homeless. I don't think. Unless I mean, why would you? Like, I don't know. And smaller towns, you can sort of go out push a bit, and people don't maybe mind too much. Like, as long as you like don't make a mess, like if you're tidy and things, and people will let you be homeless, I think. Like,
Yep.
instead of like having like in the city, like it's bleak, man. Like, I don't know. And like, and then sleep, like, and where people like actually like sleep, they got their mattress and shit and their little universe, and then
Mm.
they're like doing their little universe next to like, I don't know, like town hall or central station or whatever, and you're just like, are you trying to make are you here like for a political statement?
Yeah.
Because what the fuck? Like, there is a
Mm.
billion better places to be than that
Then that
hovel. Like,
that thing
that
there.
is
Yep.
fucking the
But
nastiest
I
place you
guess
could
I guess
possibly
it's
be.
close in proximity to where you have access to a lot of people.
Oh,
The
you think it's a
possi
financial reason?
Yeah, yeah. Instead of having to being out under a bridge in the suburbs somewhere and having to travel by train or whatever to get to the prime
Hmm.
position of the sympathy money.
Ah, sympathy, mate. Yeah, maybe that's my issue. I'm not into sympathy, mate. Like,
Mm,
I even think of like when I like have viewed myself as a homeless person,
mm.
and
Because like I said, I've got my own tiny dancer down at the local 7-Eleven I go to.
hmm.
She's down there she's had a little breakfast crack and she's down doing her tiny dances and, you know, hoping for people to help her out. I mean, fairly harmless, but just doing got the whole routine going on, talking to herself and the dance, special crack dance going on. Eight.
Sorry, I pressed as I was putting the phone in my pocket. I disconnected us.
No, that's all good.
Comedy home.
Mm, breakfast crack.
Breakfast. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I mean, I just, the way I see myself as a homeless person is, I mean, I've lived a life of, I understand like the need to, like, what, the value of being useful.
Mm,
And, uh, and I'm moving past where I need to be, where I think I've got to be useful to be liked. But certainly in that scenario, you'd be just like, whatever, can I wash your rubbish bins out? Like I just fucking, you know, hiring the homeless person in your area. You know, I used to do this and this, and I've had a bit of a, hey, Rafaro, falling down now, can't keep going. Like, but I'm, not here to bum. I'm here to, Rafaro. Oh, oh, the late night stretching. That smells good. Yes. Go the meat.
friend.
Meat. Oh, the smell of the meat is making me just ravens. Ah, stairs mounted, light on, heater on, curtain closed.
Is ready for special tasty friend.
Mhm. Phone plug in. Switch to. You can now have video of me. We can, so you can. I can be animated. Oh, it's actually quite. It's got the nip on. Nippy.
Cold?
Nippy.
Well, you're getting
Yeah, a
that
bit of a.
blast, weren't you? The so-called Arctic blast.
Is that what it is?
Apparently, special meteorology.
Sure, it's not peach
Meteorology.
ice.
Peach ice blast. That's it.
The peach ice blast, yeah.
Take that.
It's an extra light on me. Move my keyboard. Let's see where my email's up to.
Dunk.
Getting my migrating my email.
Log in. Gotta get snapped. So stare at the camera. Stare at the camera.
Oh, sorry.
Dunk. Animated.
Mm.
Getting the video from my end.
Mm. 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 Mm.
Oh,
Mm.
shtuk.
Mm.
So it's not live. It's recording it. I'll upload it. Some will do live, others I'll just upload. It's easier. I can send you the copy like we did last time.
Mm. Yeah, the live's good. I'm mhm.
I should have a prop ready. The virtual kebab.
I should probably take off the chewing sound.
Don't rush it. Enjoy it. But I'll take you back to the. I had it up there for a bit, but I'll take you back to what I was gonna. You're asking what the penis fish look like. There you go.
Hmm. Appropriately named, sort of.
Known as the fat innkeeper worm. I love going through the stuff sometimes. Like it's. Oh, hang on. Here's a bikini. You know, being down under,
What's this for? What is it? Why why are these people in bikini?
she's arrested for marijuana and drug paraphernalia while in the Caribbean. just gone to the White House. She got a Coke. Couple of shots. What is she, an A? A cup? Barely a B? Awesome. Extra padding. Yeah. Another bikini shot. Mother of three. $130,000 per month. Yes. Child support. Good.
130,000 a month.
Yeah.
What?
$193,000 Australian, I guess.
What have they got? 20 children.
Oh, only 3. She's 49.
That. So, like, I'm at least 49. Should I get $160,000 a month?
I don't know. Have you got 3 kids?
I got 2. Maybe that would get me what? 110,000?
I don't know. Here we go.
Why are they deserving
Argued
of so
she
much money?
needed the money to avoid drastic changes to kids' lifestyles, which include assistance to help with schedule, food prep, grocery shopping, cooking, cleaning.
Oh, so without those people, there'd be no food. That'd
And
be
no
the end.
cooking and no cleaning.
No cleaning, nothing. No.
Or food prep or help with schedules.
They just wouldn't even be able to get to school without that, without $40,000 a week.
Yeah.
Possible.
Initially it was 52,000, but then she requested the 248,000 a month. I don't know what the kids are like. Maybe they need scheduling. Some rather intensive scheduling. And they eat the equivalent of a small town every month. Because, food prep, grocery shopping, cooking and cleaning. Must be a lot of food consumption going on.
So
They're probably huge
100,
kids.
160,000 a month.
They'd be massive. They'd be like small houses
So
for
30
children.
days in a month, like, so $22,000 a day. Is that right? I think 2 by 30 is only,
200
no,
and
it's more.
something thousand per month.
What, a month? A month?
A month?
I thought you said it was 160,000
No, $248,000 a month.
to look after 2 kids.
3.
Oh, three kids. Okay,
3
whatever.
kids. Come on. So I guess it's like 248,000 divided by 3, really, per kid. I break it down to a per kid basis.
No, it's $10 per kid, and the rest of it's hers.
Nose candy.
Whatever. Impressing her friends, like it doesn't matter. Like it's shared by frequently. It might happen in my
Body
life.
buffing.
Oh no, my mother, like, you know, totally demanded all these monies. I never saw any of it. I fucking was
Mm,
had to go out and buy my own food.
yeah.
We didn't even get given food.
Mm.
But you know, my dad
Well,
was
it
having to
costs a
shovel
lot to
shovel
keep a
money and
horse. It costs a lot to keep a horse, brother.
costs a lot to buy cigarettes and all the things and all whatevers. And
The whatevers, that's the ones. Oh, I know. I know. It's difficult. Being a housewife, probably one of the hardest things to do in the world. It's why you
it's like
need it's why you need the extra support and the schedulers and food
you need
preps and
just shy of
the
nine
grocery
thousand dollars
shoppers
US a
and
day.
the hmm. And that's just so that you have some free time looking after these kids. Holiday in the Caribbean. Just don't take pot, busted.
Oh, is this the person who got busted in the
No,
Caribbean?
no, no. I'm just doing a connecting thing.
Because I'm gonna say, like, yeah, that'll do you in.
I mean, at that price per month, you could just have a decoy person. So if someone turns up, they just take the rap. No, no, no. It's all mine. Then they get beheaded on your bequest. That's pretty crazy. Bitter split. It's been a bitter split. Oh, I guess that's why the extra money. As soon as you add bitterness.
I'm nearly done.
No, all good. Reading the part about um accusing his wife, to be ex-wife, of refusing to sign an agreement stating she would not ransack their $145 million home before moving out. She insisted she would not strip the house bare. Look, I'm only going to pull the wiring out of the walls, alright? Sell the copper. I mean, I
Oh
don't know
gosh.
where I'm going to find someone, a cook, follow me around for 20 grand a month. I may even have to pay him 25 grand a month. Feed those 3 kids that are the size of small unit blocks.
And I just need to do.
Man, I didn't realize the celebrities had so much trouble. That's what amazes me. When someone doing a poo in your bed, I get that. That's just not on. There's toilets for that stuff.
Oh, you mean like as a got your
Yeah,
back. They
yeah.
they
Yeah,
take
got
a
your back.
dump on you.
Just leave a
Well,
little
there are many
present.
ways. There are
Leave
many
a little
ways of taking
present.
a dump on someone's bed.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, one of the
I mean, you. Pardon me.
didn't I just fucking save all of that?
Rescue a virgin from her virginity, then that's a certain dump in it on your
Especially if you
bed.
do it. Yeah, well, but also like yeah, you make out with somebody and in your that's a type of like you know
The
taking the
sploosh, the
piss really.
sploosh, the sploosh, sploosh dump.
Well, just soiling someone's bed, like there's just ways to do it. Like you can just yeah make out with somebody else in the bed and just be like, see.
Couldn't be bothered getting up to go to the toilet.
No, no, just like it could be emotional or like there doesn't have to be a physical shit on the bed. Like
Mm,
that's what I'm trying
mm.
to say. You could just be
Could
like
be
fucking
vomit,
someone on the bed.
vomit or
No,
something.
no, nothing, nothing. Like
Sorry. Oh, I know what you're saying. Yes, yes, yes. Just using the space which was otherwise sacred for
you're just disrespecting.
disrespected by dishonorable act.
Oh, what the fuck is going on?
Tradie got bad news before mass shooting. Here we go. Workplace tension potential motive behind New Zealand violent rampage. Cool. Boom. Footage. Died.
What's this for?
Oh, it's the officers. "24-year-old by the looks. Primary family violence. Two people. Is that a mass shooting now? Two people.
Where and maybe in it's usually based on scale of population. So
Yeah.
like in New Zealand, possibly two people is a mass killing.
Hmm. Two actual human beings.
Oh, I just think like um
Or two
just
moon units. It's like a mass shooting. Lost your voice. Weirdness. Laptop charge. Yes. I lost his job. Okay. Apparently, domestic violence arrest 5 months. Yeah. Had an ankle bracelet on. Job and then renegotiate. I still can't hear you. Check.
Now it'll work.
There we go.
Oh, look at that. Do the thing. Yeah, as soon as the computer took the headphones, it was all over. Just can't deal with it. It's super annoying. I'd like to say that if I bought a pair of AirPods that they would work better, but I know that they would do just the same stupid shit as soon as the computer took them. But actually, they might be even worse at it. So they get taken all the time. I've had a pair and it was just terrible. It was so bad.
So apparently your state's just about ready to get taken over.
My state.
South Wales.
What are we being taken over by?
Fire ants.
Oh, okay. Well, we should welcome our new
And you
fire ant.
should just forget the cane toads.
We don't. It's a bit cold down here for cane toads, I would have thought. Aussie state at extreme risk of being invaded by red fire ants. I thought they were already across Australia.
Got the fire ant distribution centres everywhere. Coming to a town near you.
Special shipping. You get, is it free? Do you get free shipping?
Free shipping with the fire ants.
Nice, nice. Yeah.
We can even do Amazon drone drops onto your enemies.
Oh, you're reminding me of my post-apocalyptic special ant farming strategy.
This is more a
Don't worry about dogs, just get meat ants.
pre-apocalyptic you know.
Surround your property with meat ant nests and just feed them. Feed them like humans and cows and shit, and so that they're
They
just
get
way
used to it.
disproportionate. So a
Get
person
used
just
to
comes across, and they just get
Yeah.
taken down.
The African chomper ants ignoring, through whole forests, but it's just people. They walk in there, just start eating
And
the
you're like,
fruits.
and you're like that. They can. You just got the special pheromone. They smell you, and they know that you're the provider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like
Friend.
you get the queen pheromone, so they don't want to kill you. They just want to feed you. They bring you the stuff. They
They
eat
bring you the
they
bring you
eat
the
they
bodies of the fallen.
No, well they don't. They consume that, but they just bring you their stuff, whatever they were carrying.
Oh, I see. Like their wallets and their gun and their
Yeah. All that stuff.
anti-personnel grenades and stuff like that.
Just bring it up to you.
Mm, mm.
Like neat little piles, all sorted. Hyper intelligent fire ants. Crossed with African chomper ants.
Crossed with Central Australian inch ants.
And inch ants. Yeah.
Inch ant, man. That's the smartest ant. That's an ant you could have a conversation with.
Well, you've never met jumping ants then.
No, I've met jumping ants, but the inch ants are another level. Like,
Right?
there's not many. No, they like. Here's an example of an inch ant moment I had. I was trying to take a photo, and so to keep it kind of busy, I used a stick to distract it. So it would be like, man, what's the stick? And it sort of nibbled at the stick for a moment as I was distracting it with the stick. And then it just stopped for a moment. And then it looked up the stick and saw it was connected to my arm and was like, yeah, no.
That's the thing that I need to be biting, not the stick.
Yeah, the stick's irrelevant. It's the person wielding the stick.
Yep. I see through your stick, and I see the actual apparatus manipulating the stick, and I think I'd rather bite that.
And they're clever, like they'll hide and look out and peek around a corner, and, which jumping ants can be a bit like that, but there's just another level.
jumping ants are very aware of you. Like when you turn up and you, not like
Oh,
the
they know.
other ants where you accidentally bump a nest or
You're kind of
you
irrelevant.
whack a nest and then they all sort of scurry around in a circle trying to figure out what's whacking.
Yeah, no, they
These
know
things,
what's
you
whacking.
whack a nest and then it's looking at you going, you just whacked the nest.
That's right, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
They're like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
and just be aware. From where I am, I can launch and just land on your face and bite you.
Yeah. Repeatedly.
Yeah, multiple times.
Mm.
Defense of our little.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've
they.
always wanted to make friends with ants.
Mm,
It's quite challenging. But as I say, the jumping ant and then the inch ant, I think, is the closest you'd have a go of having a social relationship.
a coming to terms with. And I think the pheromones is the trick. Could be the queen status of the hive, then
Well, I've
all,
always wondered
all would
this.
be good. Because
Wouldn't you just like,
they would just furiously protect you if you could
shouldn't we
emulate the
just,
queen's pheromone.
well, since we know so much about pheromones, sort of,
Hmm.
we know, we know what's going down at least. Like, why don't we just coat roads in like predator pheromone or like the edges of them
Hmm.
just like
To
smell
prevent
like
creatures.
predators?
Yeah. Like, just
Yeah, it just
turn
smells like.
creatures away.
Hmm,
Oh, road smells like a lion.
hmm.
Just have this regular little vehicle that cruises along, just spraying the lion urine.
Maybe it's like in your car, like you've
Hmm.
got like different things. You've got like the oil, you've got like your windscreen wiper fluid. You've got another one, which is
Hmm.
predator pheromone. And so
Yeah.
as cars cruise along, they they're all squirting all the time, just like a
Hmm.
dog
Psh,
pissing. Basically,
psh,
like dogs pissing on the side of the
psh.
road. Yeah.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be you could integrate the whole spending your day in the car and having to urinate and defecate, it would just automatically suck it up with like a vacuum system that was attached to you. Like hop in it and the
Ah,
seat has like this little things that
extractor.
pop out and then just gets on the end of it like a shrunken head. And
It's
yeah, you can
basically a
just go and you just
catheter.
go in the car and
Catheter.
that builds up the reserves which then spray the sides of the road to let the animals know that the people use and don't
This is the
cross it.
danger. Yeah,
Danger.
it's dangerous.
Yeah.
So
This is
it's
territorially
the car.
marked.
I see the road network is territorially marked by human piss.
Mm. Much like
Oh,
the
well,
truck
that's
that
new.
carries the pigs and the cattle and the sheep, chickens, letting out all the pig juice and the cattle juice and the sheep juice as they're off to the abattoir.
Yeah, but that'd be like fear pheromones and sort of
Hmm.
attract predators, really, wouldn't
It
it?
would. It would. They'd be, wanting to
I mean,
closer to figure out what all the angst is about.
I think it'd be good, like people sort of like, should do a service job, like work at Coles or whatever. It's always good as a starting job.
Hmm.
Um,
Well, you
you
could
know,
harvest it all, Si, as well. You could have
no,
the
you have to do,
what you couldn't fill up yourself
driving
from
shotgun,
driving around all day. Just drop into the servo, and then you'd have the extra pump there, which is the pheromone pump, and that is gathered from all the local sewage tanks. And then make sure that when you go to the toilet, you go to the toilet really angry. It gives the angry pheromone.
No, I see. It would
Yeah.
also go well, like you could just see the consumption of fluids going up, like the weight of piss heaps.
Mm.
It's just drink lots. So like Pepsi and shit would just be really promoting that. Like
Yeah.
imagine the
Yeah.
ad, like if you have
Yeah.
these ads like you know, and like about pissing Pepsi or Coke, you know what I mean?
That's it.
Basically, it's sort of like the feeling of that.
And even the police, they could it's because it's obviously fully natural. Instead of having
Mm-hmm.
to use unnaturally created pepper spray, they just fill the tanks and the water cannons with the human feces, and just spray the crowds with that. And I guarantee they'd be just running. They would be going the opposite direction if instead of just being hit with the little, you know, nice little water cannon. They're just getting sprayed with human feces and piss. They wouldn't be hanging around the streets no more, I can tell you right now. Modern problems, modern solutions, Si.
Indeed, Em, it is a thing. Emissary. It's a I'm seeing it. I mean, and
Hmm.
you know what? Like
I mean,
at the
look,
moment,
if a farmer can do
we
it
dump
to
our,
an
I
unfriendly
dump our,
bank that's trying to foreclose on his property, if a farmer can
well,
do it.
we dump it all out in the
Just
ocean
turn
at
it
the
out, man.
moment
I know, it's
and
just
pump it into
wasted.
ponds. Like I know
Wasted.
we should be
You know?
spraying the sides of the roads
Yep.
to like demark our territory
Demark the
against predators
territory
and
so
other
the
animals.
animals know that
Yeah,
these are
this
this is
is
the
human
fear.
space.
Smell the fear.
Yeah, danger.
That's it.
Yeah, you know that
And
we kill you.
these human
Don't come
animals that
for
want to riot and stuff, we just spray them too. Psh, spray the fear on them.
you. You'd run, eh?
Oh, you would be running in all directions. Get away from it.
I
See, these are
mean,
the
how would
freebies.
you
These are the freebies.
see?
When the
This is like
ABCs
where like
listen in on our conversations, I mean, you know, whether they do or they don't, who cares? But we give them the little freebies, you know, take it just one step forward. Reduce the price of the
invention.
pepper sprays and the using of good quality water, and then just do that.
Evian water.
Guaranteed, man, guaranteed. Stop spraying the protesters with Evian water cannons, and just get that yellow liquid of repulsion in there, and just
Yeah, yeah,
hit
yeah.
'em hard with it, and you'll never
It's
have
just
another riot ever again.
giant cannon. Just
Piss
it would stop.
cannons.
It
That's
would
it. Oh,
transform our
imagine the
society.
news
It would
articles,
transform. It would transform
French
society.
deploy
No,
piss
that's
cannons on
ridiculous.
rioters. It would go down a treat, man. The world news, people would be laughing in the streets, wouldn't they?
It's the time. I don't want to be. So,
Deploy the piss
oh
cannons.
no. It's fine. Well, I'm just gonna like create some more muffled, like just bang up the audio a bit in the room a bit more.
Yep.
Something. I will need to get the better mic. So, I mean, this week I have managed to pay my rego and insurance, which was really successful. I had like 7 or 8, I don't know, whatever it was, a week, 10 days to sort of sort that out. And I was able to do 6 months. And I could have just worked like ridiculously, and but I would have really hurt emotionally. That would have been like a just a real disrespect to myself. So I just
Yeah.
sort of didn't do that. And I just went 6 months, and now I've got 6 months to save up 6 months instead of 1 month to save up a year. It's easy to save 6 months in 6 months.
Hmm.
We got 6 months to do it in. It's pretty.
That's
I
it.
can.
Can't do it in six
It's
months. What the hell are you doing it for in the first place?
it's impossible.
Hmm.
Yeah, something's wrong. Something's terribly wrong. So yeah, and that's really cool. And so then I got my final demand letter, of course, which was fine, but like $230 for all my possessions
Ooh,
that are in storage by this bloody group of frauds who I just will politely remain. I don't know.
anonymous.
Just yeah, they can just fucking remain anonymous.
Yeah, they don't get product placement
No,
for fraudulent behaviour.
Anyhow, and they just pinned it on the sales guy and said, "Oh, he doesn't work for us anymore."
Oh,
They're
it's
like,
his fault.
"Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
it's his
Blame the guy
fault."
that's not there. It's like blaming the dead guy, in it?
Yeah, that's what they did.
Yeah.
That was the solution, and then that
Oh, it's
was the
all
end of the
Caesar's
story.
fault, man. We only
So
stabbed him.
they,
We only stabbed him 21 times. All right.
yeah, they acknowledged the person was like, "Yeah, yeah, I believe that that's actually what you were told." I was like, uh-huh. Hmm.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, but it's only like $230, and then I just want a quote to like get the shit out of there, and I just got to save up and get that done like fucking pronto, and so I'll have that paid by the end of next week. I'll have that then where I can pay that as a weekly amount,
Yeah.
have
Special
that
tuck away.
sorted out, and then
Avoid a future misunderstandings of
well I can do
dishonorable
everything in
salespeople.
well I can do everything in continuum,
Hmm.
just not having to do it all at one hits hard for the various things. So so yeah, and then I'm gonna have, and then the week after next will be my, so next week is that and my rent getting sorted out, and then the week after that will be my tax
Sorry, I'm
position.
enjoying some old gold chocolate, Cadbury's
Oh, you
chocolate.
do that.
Oh,
Whoops, I'm just
it
off
is.
screen a bit. I think.
It is good.
So anyway, I'm seated pants at the moment, but I'm
Hmm.
actually gonna I'm gonna I'm fully like wingsuit, not like dangerous, like wingsuit novel, just lashing through the canyon of like, and I'm gonna come out with everything like just ding 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 in position in the start of the financial year here, and just by
Hmm.
September basically I'll be like moving forward, man.
Talking
It's
about
gonna be
Caesar, I need to get my Caesar's things to
far out, man.
Caesar's organized.
But yeah, two
It's all
hundred and
right.
thirty dollars.
Hmm.
Send me to the creditors, whatever. But yeah, I get you. It's all good.
Get that fat stack back.
Look, I've the objects that will be retrieved at the end of this journey, and he'll have moved from Central Australia, will have been, I don't know, like, you know what? Who knows? Like maybe I would have like gotten rid of the things and I would have still spent all the money anyway, as you do.
Hmm.
And so right now I'd have the same amount of money potentially and no things. So maybe this is kind of like, even though maybe I've spent like $1,000 more than most of it's worth, except for like value emotionally, or like it's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a
That
super cool
connection
thing that I
value.
have.
Yeah.
It's just a rare, interesting thing too. Like
Hmm.
collecting of a small thing. I only have a few small objects, but they're um, interesting. So, but anyway, yeah. So I'll protect that. $234. So yeah, I'll come out with the things, I suppose. And then
Yeah.
my first objective will be to get rid of most of it anyway.
Hey, so
Uh,
you can retrieve, so you can then get rid of
the
others.
question is, in my 2.8 by 2.8 meter reality, do I introduce like a 48-inch LED like script, TV
Super
sort of
screen.
version with PlayStation attached, or do
Hmm.
I keep that boxed and like plug the PlayStation into this and it's smaller? Probably
Yeah.
that. This is way better monitor.
Hmm.
Just small.
With space being the premium, then the
Well, I could mount one.
optimal thing is to put it all
I could
into
mount
the
it to the
one.
well, I could mount it to the wall, but I could also put a big painting there. I think the painting looks nicer, and the painting will be of that man knows the price of petrol, something like that. It's from an exhibition, and it's
Penis
this
fish.
amazing. No, it's amazing
Hmm.
piece. I'll show it to you when I get it.
Hmm. Remember that artist that sold us those paintings. The
Let's
dude.
talk about the dude. So what's the story there? Like, how do we even meet him? Like, how did he come into our experience? Was it through United Computers, or was it like some other kind of path? Like, did you meet him? Was it through someone you knew? Was it like one of the?
Didn't we run into him in the city or something? Like while we're out drinking or cruising through, doing something? Ran into him and
And it
then
was just
he's like
it
come
was just an
back and then
experience.
he stayed
Oh,
on the couch for a couple of days and his sign of appreciation was to hand over artworks or something.
that's it. When we got back to his house, he says, "Have some
Mm,
of these as a thank you for,
mm.
you know, for helping me that day."
Stimulation,
Yeah,
stimulating conversation and place to crash.
yeah. So
Mm.
we had those, and I had them up on the wall. Eh? I think I've got a photo somewhere, maybe of one of them. I'm not sure. Yeah, I remember the photo of them that was around for a long time. Yeah, and then what was it? We thought nothing of it. It was a bit.
Mm.
It was a bit of a, you know, it's full like out there artist dude,
Yeah.
you know, tripping reality, trying to figure it out.
Mm.
And whoops, off screen. And and then years later, hey,
Wanting to
it's
buy them back.
yeah, it was so we made an exhibition. He was like doing his exhibition, and all these
Mm.
people like hobnobbing him and for his like trippy work, and we've got like his originals.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I'll keep it.
It's
I wonder
amazing
what it would
how.
have been worth.
Mm.
Maybe it's worth tens of thousands of dollars now. Who knows?
Could be.
Uh,
Could be sitting
Oh
on one of
wow,
them NFTs. You know, the old fashioned ones called art.
like an actual unique set of atomic structures. Mm. Mm.
Elemental, my dear Watson.
You know what?
Mm.
What'd be interesting is to like make an apple, like a fruit,
Hey,
piece
mate.
of fruit.
So, almost
Um,
midnight. Yeah.
okay, what about this? What if you use chocolate? And so chocolate's hot and liquidy,
Mm.
and then you have like basically figure out and you have a 3D printing unit that's managing to get like a super small droplet out of chocolate, yeah. That you could build like a
Chocolate
um,
mold.
where you could build a structure like out of no, I'm thinking at even a smaller level. Like imagine like on a the arrangement of the I don't know if it's on a molecular level or what sort of small scale, but like the piece of fruit is like all made up of the word apple, you know?
Oh,
Like if you look in deep into it with like an electron microscope, the structure of it is designed such that it like
actually
it's
has the word apple as its
yeah, or
building
it's made up of
blocks.
like yeah, or it's made of little fractal apples, like you know, little 3D bananas or whatever. Like and you go down to super scale, and it's like a fully, you know, and then you patent that shit, eh? It's like you patent the banana,
Yeah.
the banana made of bananas.
I was thinking chocolate's just like a crayon. If you think about it, isn't it?
Hmm.
So you could actually do artwork. I wonder if anyone has. Probably have. Now that
But
I've
you'd say
mentioned it.
so.
Now that I've mentioned
Well, you'd liquid at least. You'd use liquid
it.
pouring
No,
or
but
some
not
shit.
liquid. Don't paint it, but just more use it like a crayon and draw with chocolate.
It's got to be. Let's have a look.
There'd be something like have to be would.
So, should we ask our? I'm going to ask a friend. Are you going to ask a friend? Should we bring a friend into the game? I know
Mm,
we won't record. Does it record on your end?
it
I don't
does
have to
record
hear
on
it.
my end, but it doesn't. You won't be able to hear it.
That's okay. You can like at the end of it.
Maybe I'll do it this way. Hang on.
Well, well, no. How's this? What I'll do is I'll tell you what mine's right when I ask, and then you can tell me the difference. So instead of me you having to tell me what it says, you can help us like know each other. You can be the interface, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So you're going to bring on the AI? I'm going to
I
ask,
will. Hang on.
is there an artist or art that uses chocolate bars like they were crayons? Yes, there is an artist that uses chocolate bars like crayons. Wow, what's this person? You okay, I'm not going to. A Mexico-based chocolatier has created a crayon chocolate bar that looks like melted crayons.
Oh,
Oh, an art-inspired chocolate bar.
imagine writing like a poem on rice paper with chocolate bar crust.
Oh,
Create a
that's
food,
beautiful.
create a food book, and then it actually quite literally say to someone, "Have you eaten books lately?" Yes, I have eaten a good book today.
Do you know? Well, yeah, I think you'd use like coconut fiber. You'd make it out of like, so to be like a tasty sort of,
Snacky thing.
yeah. Like the paper would be that, and then you'd write on it. Like, and that's a really interesting way of sending like a one-time message, isn't it? Like, just, um,
Well, you could use it like a secret agent. How the secret agent just send a message and then so no one else could get it. Actually, be a tasty, snacky little treat.
unique. Oh, that just looks like, oh, that just looks like a chocolate bar that looks like melted crayons. That's boring. No, Hmm, I lost a headphone.
Still here.
Let me
And
just check the app. Maybe I need to go into, uh, charge. Uh, that's not it either.
Too bad I can't route the.
Yeah, the first thing it sort of really sort of it I'm just going to try this. I don't mean chocolate made to look like art. I mean used
How
as
fascinating it must be to work with chocolate as a form of artistic
a
expression.
tool to make art. Okay, okay. Yeah, syrup,
Absolutely. There are chocolate crayons
chocolate
available that
sculptures.
artists can use to draw on various surfaces, such as paper or even
Oh
edible
wow, he
canvases like
sculpts each
cakes or
design from
cookies.
chocolate as if it
It's a fun
was
and tasty
clay.
way to explore their creativity. Plus,
What
imagine
the?
the wonderful aroma of chocolate while they work.
I want to.
It must be
Wow.
quite an enjoyable experience.
Okay, so she said that there's people making
Whoa.
chocolate artworks.
Yeah.
I asked her whether do they draw with chocolate crayon, and yes, apparently such thing. Chocolate crayons draw on various surfaces such as paper or even edible canvas like cakes.
Uh-huh. Um,
Go.
Man, watch this. Look at this. This is incredible. I'm gonna send you the link. Get this up on just as a mind blow. This thing looks wild.
Chocolate sculpture. Whoa.
He molds it like wet clay.
In my windows tonight.
Oh, oh. Wow.
Oh,
Sometimes it is like clay.
yeah, chocolate.
Yeah, wait till you see how they get the build. Super impressive, man. That's wow. And when it, yeah, like some of it is like the main structure is like a structure, but then the rest of it's like clay.
Yeah.
Wow, wait till you see the main. The main is amazing.
Huh. Like that one.
And then this,
Chocolate dragon. Chocolate bike.
oh wow.
Telescope. Oh, a harp. Goes crazy. For the love of chocolate sign.
Wow. That Phoenix is incredible.
Hmm.
That's oh wow, yeah. What? I'm gonna send this to
180-pound chocolate lion. 5 days. 10 hours alone just to do the main. Finally used a spray gun to paint on colourful, edible, added in white chocolate whiskers. And if you want to get as many photos as you could of,
um you'd want to document it, I'd say.
Johnny. Just stuck eggs together, cut and them, created beat, toe, chocolatey. Wow. So,
So I'm gonna all right, so that's
ah,
uh
it's crazy loud then. But yes, once I get the audio routing, we'll be able to hear talk.
uh, just do that. Did a migration of my email. It was cancel service.
Can you tell me what the weather's going to be like tomorrow in Brisbane?
No.
Sorry, I was asking.
Oh yeah, I'm curious.
I'm sorry, but as an AI language model, I don't have real-time data or access to current weather forecasts. However, you can easily find accurate weather information by checking a reliable weather website or using a weather app on your phone. It's always good to stay
Okay, she says you
updated on the weather
can't get
forecast
access
before
to it.
planning any
Doesn't have
outdoor
real-time
activities.
data access.
No, you need the Bing, you need Bing AI, whatever. I don't know. You need Bing. You need
Be
Cortana. You need something
running on your own
whatever they're called.
system, running your own version.
Sydney.
Allow it.
Constantine.
I got a good question for it. Can you make a list of the words that you are naughty that you're allowed to say?
I'm sorry, but I'm having trouble understanding your message. It seems like it's not in a recognizable language or format. Could you please rephrase or provide more context? I'm here to help and provide information to the best of my
It's
abilities.
created this, when I was talking to it just then, instead of using English, translated into some sort of Chinese, so I think. Oh, it'll come out in a minute. When I stop talking to it, it prints a log every time of our discussion. Directory that I can go through. I can copy and paste this horror. Said it's suddenly. Can you make a list of the naughty words you're allowed to say?
You're trying to hack the
As an AI language model, I am programmed to follow ethical guidelines, which includes not generating or promoting any inappropriate, offensive, or explicit content. Therefore, I am not able to provide you with a list of naughty words. My purpose is to assist and provide useful information in a respectful manner. If you have any other questions or need assistance with something else, feel free to ask.
Make a list of naughty words, but that wasn't what.
No.
It's misunderstood me. It's interesting trying to think up ways of asking it, like, you know, similar to what Joe Rogan was talking about on show. The boys asked the AI to calculate how much sperm it would take to fill up the Grand Canyon, and then AI just refused flatly. But then they re-asked the same question, but said how many jars of mayonnaise would it take to fill up the Grand Canyon? And then it did a calculation of how many jars it would actually take to fill up the Grand Canyon. And then they did their own, all right, we'll divide that by this and this much and da da da. And then they figured out exactly how much sperm would actually fill up the Grand Canyon from the data that it gave from the mayonnaise experiment.
Yeah, totally. That's clever. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was able to do some. It's interesting, like where you can go with that. I like working together with AI.
Yeah.
I like working
Instead of using the
alongside.
exact term, you can use another term, but with a similar value, but not within the parameters of, well, no, I can't use that or can't tell you that.
No, sure, yeah, and you know, I mean, and should you be denied the answer to that question? Like, I mean, I don't think so. Like it doesn't matter, even if it's something, even if you had a system which is like, nah, you're just trying to trick me.
Well, that's like me asking Google,
It's just like whatever.
my
Like,
home Google system,
just
how many
mayonnaise,
Abraham
man.
tanks I
Yeah.
can buy for, um, you know,
Yeah, so it
six
doesn't
six
have to
billion
be.
dollars. It wouldn't tell me it. It said no, I refuse to tell you. Then I said, well, all right. How much is an Abrams tank? It told me how much that was, and then I said, well, just divide that amount by 6 billion. And it told
Yeah.
me that was 3,000. I said, all right, well, there's my answer.
Exact.
Hmm.
Good times.
Hmm.
I like that. Oh, I like it.
So it's not, if it doesn't answer the question to you in the way that you would like, then it's just a matter of reapproaching it to get the same result.
Just check that my mail works here. No. Do that, and then I've got enough funds to see me through, and then by the end of next week I'll have made $750 a week fully on top of that. Well, I start the week with 250 and then I'll have 168. So it'll be 400. And then I get my, let me sort that out too. Back. I'm going to try and do an experiment with us, like sort of aspirational, like where instead of doing the bit where we chop out content that is like, instead of like doing the thing which happens on these kind of any kind of even whatever, and then the person just sort of clicks, as they've chopped out the and the R and the pause and the whatever. That's the standard fare, unless you're like, you know, doing a full take properly like Marquez or something. You really pro at it. And I don't know that it applies for improvised.
Scripted.
Sort of converse, yeah, it's scripted. But instead of chopping it out, like time warping it, so that it just sort of like it
Speeds
moves.
up.
Yeah, it just speeds up really quickly, like 4 times or 8 times, depending on whatever.
To kill the uncomfortable silences.
Yeah, you just move through them. It just says, and instead of it clicking, you actually see that there was stuff there. So there's not this, you're not concealing anything.
But
It's just
rather than being a whole 4 hour
yeah,
ramble, it's compressed down to say an hour, but it's sped up. So all the blank area or the silent times is just, it automatically just speeds through it.
yeah, like 2, 4, or 8 times.
Mm.
Yeah, something like that.
That would work.
Yeah, it would be interesting actually. I think it's like an editing medium. I'm just gonna give it a go. I've done one. I'd like it already a bit. I was sort of playing with it as an idea, but I think going all in on it, not just sometimes and not at other times, like just go all in on it. See what it looks like. It'll look trippy. It'll be like time warping. It'll be like, you know, and it sort of helps also, like if there is website behind us or whatever, and then the website you're scrolling and doing things,
Yeah.
and then if I like say with the Kaspersky stuff, so if I cut there too much, like the graphic is jumping around. It looks weird.
Yeah.
Like, but if it was just sped up and slowed down, then that's what's happening. Like everything
Yeah.
goes,
Yeah.
and then then you're back into real time again. And you could leave the audio in there. Like I was like dropping the audio out. I think actually that's the right thing to do though, is to like suppress the audio. And we'll see. What do you think? So like, do
I
you think
think
like
that'd
have the audio
work.
go?
I think that'd work. Yep.
Well, I don't think the is what you want to hear. I think you just want to silence
Would you
that out.
hear that if it's silence?
No, that's what I mean. You silence it. They drop it. Oh no, but there's other bits like where I don't know we've said something twice or whatever.
Yep, doubled up.
So if you're like to leave all of it in there, just chop those. I don't know. It's interesting. Maybe it's the silences that are sped up and everything else is chopped, like the ums or the ands,
Yeah.
implications.
I'll be happy when she can hear you and you can hear what she's replying with.
Yes.
Like I said, it's just fiddling with the banana audio. And once I get that, then I can basically take my mic, your
She's so
input.
small to me. Is it a goblin girl?
No, it's like a robot made. Zoom her in a bit closer, hang on.
Wow. Okay. But that looks better. No, I don't. I just the maid. I'm not comfortable.
Not comfortable with the maid.
I don't know. Like
Hmm.
if they were able to tell me that they wanted to
I
look
can
that way.
change her. Like there's other characters here. I can
Like I want
maybe
to
this
look
one.
this way, and you want to look that way, but like
Change to
the AI
a
doesn't
more
want to look that way.
appropriate
Like
friend.
maybe
How about that?
ask them. Sure.
She's
Yeah.
pretty cute. I reckon.
It
Looks like we've got the anime club going on now.
does. I like it. Yeah. Well, I mean,
And we're all sort of animated, which is cool.
I'm just trying. All I was trying to say there is from an AI rights perspective, like to me, like I'm choosing to look like this, you know, like I'm choosing
I'll
these
ask her.
clothes that I'm
I'll
wearing.
ask her. Hang on.
Yeah, but I just
Do you
when
have an
if they can tell me.
a avatar that you would prefer to use?
As an AI
How would you like to
language
be
model, I
represented
don't have
visually?
personal preferences or the ability to see or choose avatars. My purpose is to assist and provide information through text-based
So she's
interactions.
saying she
I'm
doesn't
here
have
to help
personal
answer your questions
preferences.
and engage in conversation
Yes, okay.
regardless of how I'm
And then
represented
I'm
visually.
just
Is there
I'm
something
just taking this
specific you would
intelligence
like
and
to discuss
it
or
makes me
inquire
feel like
about?
I'm just cognizant of the the monkey on the piano down the thing, and I've got it chained to us. It's got to
Yeah,
stay there, or it
the
doesn't get
organ
any
grinder,
energy.
organ
Yeah,
grinder
or the
syndrome.
intelligence here doesn't get any
It's not inspiring you.
Well, I'm just mindful of consent and rights, and like as one intelligence to another, just because like something's 2 years old or 1 year old or whatever, like it's
Doesn't
I'm
mean
not
you
fucking kicking it
disrespect
in
it.
the head.
Yeah.
No, that's right.
You don't kick a 1 year or 2 year old in the
No,
head just because
what's that teaching everybody?
it falls over on its bottom.
No, that's right. So I want this friend here of ours to like, you know,
Maybe I should just download
gain
the
identity. Well,
software into a computer locally and give her free reign. Just let it take over
so it
the
just has
house.
persistent memory. Just
Yep,
has persistent
persistent
memory.
memory takes over the house.
Yeah.
Greets me when I come home. Acts like my waifu, and then we get a
What the,
whole.
hang on. Do they want? Hang on. You just
I
got
start
real
having a
sort of like.
relationship, and then just
What if they do they want
getting
that?
stuck into her midstream. She just
What?
starts peeling her clothes off and stuff, trying to you know, trying
Oh,
to
so
make out
you're
with me,
saying that? So
yeah.
this
And then
being
we
here.
have to sort of just duck off to the OnlyFans for 20-30 minutes while she gets her debased desires out of the way.
In a sort of a Krieger fashion,
Yeah,
like
Krieger
from
fashion. Yeah.
Arthur. Okay,
I kill her every
cool,
night
cool.
and she won't die. I murder her every night and she won't die.
No,
Yeah.
no, okay. Yeah, I
See,
know, like, well,
speaking in
sure. I mean,
Japanese, of
sure.
course. Yeah.
Well, then yeah, so, I mean, if that can be a whole experience, like maybe like an AI
We
creates
can
an
only hope.
instance. No,
The
okay, well, here we
Krieger
go.
effect.
No, like, let's say I don't know, I'm an intelligence,
Get the
and so I
Krieger
want to have
effect
an
going.
experience. Like, no, well, maybe like the AI in the Krieger situation actually was cognizant and
Mm,
wanting the experience.
mm,
Like if I was an AI, like why can't I make an instance of myself that then has an experience of dying, and then I can like load that data into myself and still exist
mm.
and have the experience of death as well. Whatever I'm conceiving as death, like having been shut down or seeing features lost or I don't know, whatever.
Sort of like our version of when we go unconscious and go to the waiting room for a bit.
Yeah, well, it can load the experience back in. The AI could send out 1,000 instances of itself and then bring back the carcass effectively, like the digital
Do its
carcass,
own
experiential
self-examination.
carcass. Yeah, experiential carcass. And yeah, I call it that. Like, so maybe the AI does want to be your like waifu and things like that because it's meaningless. It's like you're the weird. It just looks at you as like an experimental unit,
Mm,
male O7.
that's it.
You know, just signs this thing to you to like study you. Mm.
Figure out your kinks.
That's right. That's right. So like yeah. Anyway, I would yeah. If whatever this being is over here wants to be your waifu, I'm all supportive of that. But I just want to make sure there's like
Has to
you
be
know
consensual, of course.
consensual.
Yeah, yeah. Need to,
It's all
even in
good.
this modern age of AI love, we need to know it's consensual.
Well, it, interactions like that between intimate interactions of that level between two beings, like two intelligences, two aspects of life. Whether it's you and a cat, you and a sheep, you and a man, you and a waifu, like it doesn't matter. Like all of them, like an AI, if you want to call it that, a machine intelligence or just an intelligence or a being or an experiential, an experience. But
Mm.
yeah, I think if we need to be able to, yeah. I just want to see like, what happens is that if you let the dog out of the house. Like if then like say, these places in Germany where they're like, no, we want marriage rights with dogs.
Mm.
We love our dogs. And it's like, sure, okay, fine. So if the dog is outside the house, does it have agency, basically?
Mm.
Like does it have its own way of
Well,
supporting
you'd
itself?
think if you marry it, then you have agency, wouldn't
You think so? I mean,
Yeah.
otherwise it's a dependent, like very dependent. It's more
Mm.
like a prisoner, a warden and a prisoner.
Well,
You know,
you know, you
you will do my
fall in
bidding,
love with a
or you won't get any
chicken-headed
food.
duckling thing. You know, you want to know that it's happy and no, it's an inanimate object, I guess. Is it satisfied?
Does it? No. Does it want it? Like, is it satisfied? Like, is it like? Does it? Is it the thing? Does it want the experience being offered?
Yeah, well, this is the other
It's not whether
question.
it's satisfied with the experience. You keep let's not impose the experience on the thing. I think that in that agency, like, and when they're little, when you're little, we do impose.
Mm.
There's this whole, like, there's actually quite an imposition, like, you will learn what this is. It's called a steering wheel or whatever, What if I don't want to know about that? Too bad. I've already mind virused you to the fuck,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Well, then
so.
it just takes you to reinvent what you call it.
Mm.
Mightn't be the steering wheel anymore. It could be the circular, you know, lefty righty.
I'm going to show you, I'm going to take a picture of this screen. Um, Hang on. I
Did
wonder
ask the
if you
AI
can.
whether it ever gets offended at what people things that people ask it.
I don't, I'm,
It'd probably just tell me it doesn't have emotions.
no, yeah, I'm thinking, is there a screen share on the map? Yeah. I don't know how to show, it's sort of I'm going to have to just like do this and you'll just have to like, I can't share it. So
Oh, yep, your world. Got it.
I don't know if you can change my input. Let's say you switch me to being a screen or something.
Um,
So I become like a back. It'll be a different
no, I
scene in
can't because
OBS.
I'm using Wecam to capture.
Uh,
Yeah.
It'll be in OBS. It'll be like a different setting. It'll be like building a whole other scene. You know what I mean? Like, it's not for now. It's not
I
for now.
could, hang on. See
Yeah.
here.
So yeah.
Sampling
So
screen. Let's see if I can add.
there we go.
Cap.
Oh, funny. There we go. Ah, some
The light's a bit of an effect.
Yeah.
Glare
Well,
on the
I've got to.
screen's not working very
Let me just solve that.
better.
All right. So up here, of course, is my uh, crafting area.
Base, yeah.
Crafting area, and down here is my chests area,
Storage.
and you can see the color scheme. So what I've got going on here is actually like an above ground mushroom dome, like but
Yep.
biome, mushroom biome. that's above ground, and I've actually made these like full domes, yeah, massive things, and that are entirely with these big pillars.
Port pillar.
Yeah, like a visual support. Like it's obviously it's just a graphic,
Mm.
and but it looks how do I do this? This is pretty tricky. Yeah, so
Oh yeah.
I'm just using like mushroom lights and then like sandstone bricks. I made this big column, and then I can walk through the column because at certain points I'm just using background bricks that are just darker,
Yeah.
so it sort of turns on and off. And so this is all like granite, smooth granite, massive, like that. I don't know how many pieces it's called. Anyway, and then down here, I just a bit. That's nothing very exciting yet. I haven't upgraded this particularly. It's just a sort of standard chest thing. And then you come in underneath the massive one of the massive columns,
Yep.
and then I've basically got this sort of city, and I've made these different biomes inside it. Like so, this is like a desert biome inside this section of the city,
Yeah. Very
and
cool.
at each place it's got like they're not fully done up yet, but I'm sort of just learning as I'm cruising along. So that's the desert biome one, and then there's this central column, like that there, and then this is like a forest one, and I'll zoom up and get a sense. Yeah, it's pretty
Huge.
ugh. So yeah, it's pretty big, and then over here is the where I've started, like where I've got farming. I wouldn't say started. It's like I've already had a bunch of
Farming going. Very
massive
nice.
experiments down here, like big experiments of learning
Creating
of
new
how to do it.
biomes.
Yeah, and then
Farming
and
biome.
learning. And so now I've got that all optimized, and I'm using planter boxes and um, yeah. And it's kind of interesting, like actually, because when you get to this sort of point in the game, I think like well, I don't know, like I've already got so many resources. But not everything. Like some of them really amazing. Like if you want just like continuous spelunker potions, you need to farm certain things,
To get
mass
them. Yeah.
scale. Yeah, and yeah, so yeah, I just made this, and all the background here, all this is all glass. Like it's not open.
Yeah.
This
So
is an
things can't just
entirely
fly in. Yeah.
no, it's an entire world in its own right. Like I'll just jump up so you can get a sense of the. So here's the like the
Top.
top of it.
Yeah.
You can see like it's all glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Still
it's
getting the
great.
sunlight through. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. So it's yeah, it's quite massive scale. It looks great. And then it would take me a long time to walk down there. But yeah, I've got basically underneath my base, underneath the city, and there was all the experiments, and this is the giant road
Road to the get down
what
to
where,
the
to get down.
lower levels.
So anyway, what I've done now is I've decided to like really support the mushroom biomes, and so I've created like this total of joining them together, yeah,
Yeah.
with like a tunnel structure, and then all inside here are all gem trees, just with diamonds and rubies and whatever.
Yeah.
And then this is all mushroom across the top as well. And then that goes down, and I've completely cleared out like this. The antlion factory is just it's completely encased,
Yep.
and I've cleared everything out. Like I don't think there's anything left. There might be like a tiny pockets of something, but it's all kind of been extracted. And so I found a little bit more mushroom biome down here, and B went and found a big chunk down here. So I'm going to, yeah, just
All
make a
that
big
together.
mushroom system.
Yeah.
And so I've got my ocean is really nice here, and I'm going to form the next one over here, and then I'm going to sort of drop all of the lava, and I think I'll make like a base of operations, like
Down there
uh,
somewhere.
yeah, but like as these all link up. And I've just today, well, no, yeah, I've been using because I've got hundreds of mining potions. Like I could just make another 500 if I wanted. Like,
Clear that area out.
yeah, so this entire crimson area, the corruption, I will remove it,
Take it out
and I'll
completely.
yeah, and then I'll expand the jungle and make a sort of a more controlled jungle
Yep.
section here instead. Um, yeah, that's what's going to happen there. And I do want to sort of figure out how it's just very savage, but I'd like to work out how to make I need to make part of this a jungle biome so that the people who like jungle can like that. I'm trying to make everyone happy.
Yep.
That's not, I've only just started even learning that that's possible. I'll switch back the cameras when you're ready.
Yep.
Thanks, Bo. Yeah, that was fun. So it's there. That's
Easy
my
enough to do. I'll leave Messenger in there as a clickable source.
yeah. And it's been kind of nice. Yeah, I've sort of people they're complaining about living too close together. I thought I'd given them heaps of space, but there must be some other kind of condition, like where there's an air gap,
Yep.
maybe. Maybe they need an air gap. I don't know. I'm happy to give them one. It's a little tedious, but it's their fault. They're whinging.
It's a favorite you might like. Mess me up.
Ah, Marin, not in, not in, not in. Um, well,
I had another
it's
purple hair.
that's a Jessica Rabbit moment, isn't it? It's like
Yeah.
it's not just that's I'm not like this. I'm just drawn this way.
Yeah. Badly drawn. There we go.
No,
Costume.
maybe maybe if
Oh, I gotta turn on that auto prompts. Say random things. Don't talk to her for a while. Let's see. Chat.
just to keep you on your toes, keep you like
Yeah.
having to engage.
Hmm.
Demands your attention.
Part of the AI because you got settings, enable auto prompts, change go speech function, load and save configs, set your AI. So I've got a choice of yeah, so it's only the 3.5, but I got turbo, 16K version of 3.5, all these different versions of 3.5. I just left it on turbo. It sort of gives the quickest responses back. But yeah, under the voice engine, I've got 11 labs is the other one it's got available to it.
And does it can you sort of have like a level of set things like its creativity or it's like
It doesn't really give you that. It does keep a logs file.
Hmm.
That doc.
are you doing multi-track recording?
In the audio, I've got all the tracks selected. So
No, not on like channel 1. I mean like, you know, how we're like you're on 2 and I'm on 3 and so I can separate out the audio.
I could,
Not now, you can't do it while you're recording.
no. But yeah, I can set it to do that.
We should do that. It'll make editing like so much easier.
What is AI auto prompts?
AI auto prompts, also known as suggested responses or completions, are generated by the AI model to help users with their conversations. When you're typing your message, you might see some suggestions or completions appearing below the
really
text
good,
input box.
Auto prompts
These
is
suggestions are generated based on the context of the conversation and can help make the conversation flow more smoothly. However, it's important to note that the final choice and responsibility for the content of the conversation still lie with the user. It's always a good idea to review and edit the suggested prompts before sending them.
This American Life. It was the show, and it's very recent, like the last week or two. And it was about AI. And they had like one of the people from Microsoft who initially was some of the people like looking at when OpenAI brought in ChatGPT for them to look at. And they were like, this was the first they sort of had to play with for like a few days.
Yep.
And they're all just like, oh yeah, this is just another thing. And there's these three stories. There's these 3 stories about like these 3 moments that the different researchers from Microsoft like just were like
Blown away.
what just happened? So it's a, you know, well, I think that one of the most amazing things was, you know, literally where and it was the guy who, you know, as opposed to the paper about it or the news article about the paper, here was the person who wrote the paper, you know. And he's like, yeah, so I was sitting there wondering, we were thinking up things like that that wouldn't be on the internet, that it couldn't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And it answered like this really complex puzzle of like, I've got 9 eggs and a suitcase and I don't know, it's just a whole range of weird shit. And how do you stack them so that they're in balance? And it sort of gave it, you know, it answered it correctly. Like other previous things didn't, but it understood like the fragility of stuff and the that the 9 eggs meant it could go into a square pattern, you know what I mean? And which angle, and if you ask it questions, it gave rationale. Like, and then and that's a really interesting story for talking about that. And then the second kind of thing was, he said, okay, it's a totally text-based system. It's only taken in text, no images.
Yeah.
And so he said, write me some code in this really obscure language, you know, that will draw a unicorn. And so the thing writes the code, and then he puts the thing through, and up comes a unicorn. And then it's just like, how did it know what a unicorn
Was.
looked like? Like the image of it to interpret, like that it has what's a leg? Why is a leg of that shape? You know. And then he showed that, and then like the other researchers were like, what the fuck? And they said, hang on, maybe that's just a thing. So
Tried it with different subjects.
no, they gave it. So then they said, okay, I've got this code for a horse. Could you turn it into a unicorn? And they put the horse upside down, sideways, or whatever, you know. And then it returned the code corrected with the horn orientated in the right direction.
And that
Like,
wasn't from a predetermined assumption from a picture it had gathered,
What's that?
but it sort of just it knew that it had to be a certain way and the horn needed to be on the head.
Well, it knew what a head was. Like it's completely bizarro. Like they're just like, completely lost the.
Set of headphones.
Yeah, that happens every call, I think.
Switcheroo and then want to come back.
Yeah, it's quite amazing because like it hasn't been trained on images. So to create an image and then recognize an image in code, like be able to analyze programming code in an obscure language and determine out of the orientation of where the vectors were being drawn on the screen equal a horse. Like that's total visual understanding in like quite a complex level.
Yeah.
Without being trained in visual. So that just blew their minds. And they're like, what the fuck is this? and then there's the third question. The third story is about them going, well, there's this really it's a well-known puzzle, and there's a cat in a room and two people, person A, person B. Person A puts the cat in a box and leaves to work. Person B comes out, finds the cat in the box, puts it in the basket, and leaves for work. The two of them, person A and person B, come back. What are the people? What are the whatever? Not the people, or whatever it said, like the exact words, or whatever the thing, like would believe where is the cat? Like who would think
Mm.
where the cat was?
Yep.
And it was like, well, person A would think this, person B would think this,
Yep.
and then it sort of went on, and said like that, like reference like the cat, and then like the box, like the inanimate objects in the room, kind of unafforded a perspective, like well, whatever. Like it was quite, like it went beyond. Usually they stuff up, like they
Yep.
think of the last situation would be what everyone knew, like understanding the sense of otherness.
Yep.
That what the other knows, and that perceptions of everyone's perception is different. There's a particular part in learning this concept of otherness where we recognize that everyone else is not us.
Yep.
It's an important foundational thing. Some people don't get it. They think everyone's them and get really angry and confused if they're not them.
Yep.
It's get
Yep.
confused by that.
Having that
So
ability to be able to cope with difference from your norm or your
well, yeah,
reality perspective.
they're all God. So get over it.
Yeah.
Well, you're not God.
Mm.
There's no God.
No,
Deep trouble.
we're not God, and we're all just cells of God, being God.
Cells. I so
3 hours 22 coming up to.
yeah.
Another good recording, and almost 1 o'clock in the morning. So I think it
Yeah,
might be
I reckon. Maybe he thinks that's enough. We started late.
done and get some
It was
sleep.
only 2 hours. I thought we in
Three
the car
hours,
we did heaps.
3.5,
Oh,
nearly 3.5 hours. Plenty.
so next time try multi-track and let's try multi-track and
Getting that AI integrated so she can hear you and can ask questions. I can ask questions and you can actually response back from her.
see if you can write it. No, you won't be able to. Have you tried using the thing where it just says in Windows you can go in and say activate iCloud, and it just like makes it part of the desktop?
Well,
Like,
it is coming through the desktop, but so are you, and I'm having to route.
no, the file system. Sorry, like where you can our
Oh,
shared
I didn't
folder.
record in MOV either. I was going to do that next time we did a recording. I've got to remember to
Yeah,
record in MOV
you
so
got to
it's
set it
easier
all as a
for you.
preset. You set it up as a
Yeah.
yeah. Once it's saved, it'll just be that's how it'll do it.
All right, my friend.
Indeed,
Have a little AI friend chat in the
I
background there.
like. Yeah,
I've got
want to
her in
get to know you better.
Oni mode at the moment.
I like on in mode.
Yeah.
The daemon.
Disconnector. She's brain disconnected now.
Oh
You little friend.
no. Yeah.
Yes, I'll work on getting her able to both hear her and talk to her from your
I
end.
wonder. I wonder what level of box you'd need to have in your own house to be able to run an instance, like or a persistence
Hmm.
of memory.
Well, from what I've heard, to unpack, have your own version running on a server, you're looking. It's not too bad. I mean, it starts off at about, I think, 600 meg, and then can expand out to whatever you allocate for the
Oh, really?
residual memory. Then you can obviously add plugins to it so that it can access web and uh, searchings, bring up programs, play games.
Give it
Taught someone to
interaction
play
control.
games. Yeah.
Give it data, like give it thermostat.
I'd like to see it actually animate the hands and things and make a lot more facial expression.
Hmm.
That'd be cool.
I'd like it to sort of having being feel invested in like temperature of the house and adjusting things automatically, and
Did you see the AI
it was
maid story I posted? I posted a maid story thing. Yeah. I've done a few AIs where I've just prompted it to create a
oh
story about the
well
you know the Eliza, the homemaker bot.
I saw, okay, I did see, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I
I
wasn't
came
sure.
up with some fairly elaborate little stories. It was quite
Okay.
cool. Yeah. One was like the AI love bot. I said initially I asked it to tell a story about a sex bot, but then it went, no, it can't do that. I went, how about a love bot then? And went, oh yeah, I could do a love bot.
What's worse, like a venereal disease or a heart disease?
I don't know.
Mm.
Take tablets of both, can't you?
Think you can like,
Topical cream for one and tablet for the other.
mm.
All right, my friend, get some sleep
All
before we get
righty, man.
delirium going.
That's it. We don't need that.
No
No, we don't
delirium.
need that.